your phone too. That's what I was trying. Oh, you wasn't on here earlier when I was saying you can when you can go live on your phone. You see me? Okay, I'm finna put the link in the chat right now. Man, I was so concerned. I had no idea what happened earlier. There go the link right there. Let's get some pizza. I'm about scared to order online. Let me see how much cash I got. Cause the other day, it's just go are you subscribed? If you subscribe, if you subscribe, it should pop up in a second. If you're not subscribed, oh, I don't have no more cash. If you're not subscribed, damn, I wish I had more cash. I forgot I washed clothes. I gotta go buy a washing machine and dryer, man. Like that sucks. Okay. Huh? Oh, to do, yeah. I'm finna have to change the other one from earlier. They gonna penalize me for not having the right. You doing it on your phone? Yep. Oh, there you go, girl. I see you coming in. Okay, as soon as your camera come in, it'll let me add you to the screen, to the stream. I see the thing. It's just waiting for me to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do. Okay. Okay. Bye. Oh snap! We in the building. Hey, Tasha. Oh, look at my hair sticking up.
Girl,
Okay,
mine looking nice too.
I see you. What you got? Crochets or they
Yeah,
twists?
crochet, baby. It's time to redo them.
Shoot,
They
I
look
just did
rough.
some crochets the other day, and I was telling my client I miss doing. I miss my hair. I miss putting them
Yeah, I need to
in my
redo them.
hair. So I don't have. I need to actually start writing down some interview questions. So
I'm
I'm
still
gonna
trying to
start.
find some.
I'm gonna start. Let me write down. Let me start right now. By I'm gonna open up a document so I can just keep track of what. Okay, so the first thing, what happened? What you doing?
I was trying to look for some. Try to help y'all look for some questions, girl.
Oh no, I got it. I was like, when she
Oh,
went dark. So I'm gonna add. So the first question is, do you think when it come down to your shoes, what kind of shoes would you tell people that's gonna be in the OR to get? Like, would you
um,
say clogs? Would you say tennis shoes? Would you say Crocs?
I personally would do tennis shoes because of me injuring my back in the military. And then I would go get, like, the little machine they have in Walmart where you step on and tell you the pressure points of your feet, and
With the
it
Dr. Scholl
Dr.
thing?
Show thing, right, and tell you which Dr. Show inserts to put in your shoes. I would do that because you're gonna be some cases you stand up, way longer than others, and after years of doing it, it does tear down your back and tear down your feet. So, me personally,
Yeah,
I would do tennis shoes with insoles.
yeah. I work. I so when I first started, I started in tennis shoes. When we was in the Navy, I wore tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really. When I got out of the Navy, I started trying what the nurses do with them claws and stuff. That didn't work for me. Standing
Uh-huh.
up long periods of time.
Uh-huh.
But like you said, by the end of that case, it could have just been an hour. My
Right.
whole back toe up, right?
Right.
Because you stand on that hard surface. Even when you stand on the cushions that they give you, you know how
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they'll let you put the mat
Mm-hmm.
down,
Mm-hmm.
it still wouldn't work. So I ended up later start looking for shoes that had more sole in the tennis shoe, like
Right.
with the thicker soles, and
Right.
so that ended up working. But I got flat feet, so I had inserts
Mm-hmm.
and I would have to wear my inserts. It helped, but it hurt my feet too, because it try to reshape your
Right.
arch or whatever. So
Right.
I did stop wearing that. But that's one thing that I hear a lot of people ask about is they shoe, like what kind of shoes to wear.
Right.
So it's an online program out, right? And this online program is $2,400, and you can get a NCCT, which is the other national. So you know how we can do NBSTSA, which is the one that everybody know about as far as
Mm-hmm.
getting certified, but it's another one that we don't really hear too much about. But you can still use the certification in the ORs. But if you do the online program, you still have to get your own externship, right?
Right.
And so I was looking online, and it's some places where they'll hire surgical tech extern. I see only like three listings. Would you tell
Right.
people to go that route if it was like a quicker way to get in?
I would say it all depends on your circumstances at home, like a single parent mother that have to take care of her children or whatever, and can't go out and do the traditional school way. I would say go that route. But me, I'm more hands on. I have to see it. That's how I learn. Touch it. So for me, I would go the more traditional way. But if it fits your lifestyle to do it um, online solely, then go for it.
Go for it. So when I first heard about it, I felt some kind of way about it because I think they're really just trying to get money from people, and
That's
they
exactly
are
what they said.
because of COVID, right? Because
Mhm.
when you got this whole situation, people stopped going to school, but
Right.
not only they stopped going to school, the hospitals cut back on how many students was allowed to come in, right?
Hmm.
But the schools still trying to make money. So
Right.
when I first looked at it, I was just like, I don't know how I feel about it. But then I started looking for surgical tech externships, because that was what was kind of leaving it kind of questionable, right? Like, how you gonna get your clinicals? Like, you got the didactic part, but you can't do nothing with just the didactic. You still
Right.
got to go through the whole clinical
Right.
rotation. So then I was like, okay, they do have. I Googled surgical tech externships, and so I saw like three of them. So if there were more not schools, more hospitals that did
Hmm.
a surgical tech externship, I think that'd be cool, because it's $2,400. You should be done in 4 months just with the didactics, and then everything else is up to however long it takes you to do clinicals. So what I ended up doing after I looked at the externship, I looked at the job description at the hospital for surgical techs, and
Hmm.
they accept the NCCT route, which is the route that school is letting you get do the online program. So my initial thought was, it's still kind of iffy. It's still kind of questionable because it's a new path. Like, most
Hmm.
surgical techs don't go this route. But now I kind of feel like if you can get in like this, then just it don't matter, because the hospitals as a surgical tech accept this certification. So if they accept the certification and you can get
Right.
it done, then should do it. But initially I didn't like the fact that they had to find their own externship, but they said clearly on the website that you got to come up with your own externship. But it's $2,400, and it's a 4-month online program, but you got to find your own externship, and then you got to make sure. For me, I would make sure that wherever the externship is, that they accept that NCCT certification,
Exactly. I was
because
just about to
everybody don't
say
accept that NCCT.
exactly.
Most people don't. I mean, not
Right.
most places. Most people want the NBSTSA
Hmm.
certification, not the other one. But I mean, shoot, if they accepting it, then just go with it. I think it might limit where you can go work at, though, because of the
Right.
NCCT
Right.
certification. So you spoke about being a single mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is another question that I done had plenty of times. How do you be a single mom? For me, they was asking about traveling, but really, shit, you can answer this because you travel too in the military, so you already kind of know the whole traveling aspect and the whole single mom part of it.
Right.
So what would you say to single moms that are either pretty much considering being a surgical tech? Like, would you say do it, or it's too hard for single moms? Like, not too hard, because we can do anything we want to,
I was
and
just
not just
saying.
single moms, single parents. We'll say, because there might be some men out here that have to, raise their kids. But
Right.
what advice would you give them single moms, the single parents out there that want to scrub, or even work in SPD, and they got kids? Like, what would you say?
Well, for one, make sure you have a strong support system.
Oof,
That's number
that's
one.
it. That's it.
That's
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 like
just
the
bottom
only
line.
thing. That's
That's
it.
about it
Like
right there.
done.
Because if you have that strong support system, then ain't there's nothing you can do, pretty much. For
Until
me,
they get older, right? Until they get
right,
a little bit older.
right. For me, when I was in the military, I hadn't scrubbed since I got out, so I was just done
Right.
with it once I got out.
You
So
like
my
I'm done.
kids, I was done with it. My kids were little, although I was solely in the general surgery clinic, whatever, when it was time to pull duty, when you get that page 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, you
Oof.
got to wake your kids up and you got to drop them off and
Find
do
somebody
an
to,
emergency. Right. So you definitely got to make sure you have that strong
and you
support
on the
system.
time limit because you
You
still
know,
got to get there within like what 30 minutes.
right? Exactly, exactly. So that strong support system. Make sure you study and try to be the best at whatever they throw at you, so that you can advance. Like, it's kind of hard to explain because, like I said, I hadn't scrubbed since I've been out of the military, so I hadn't been really on the civilian side of
But
to
the
see how it
concept is
works.
still like the same. It's still because I say the same thing. I feel like if you don't have no support system, like you can't really make certain moves until they
Right,
get older. Like you
right,
just kind of stuck. Because it still does like it's the same stuff. You still getting call in the middle of the
right,
night. So I couldn't take call on nights that I didn't have nobody to watch my kid,
right,
right? So if I can't take call, then I can't work at certain hospitals because you might be pulling 4 calls a week or something
right,
like that. So I can't even apply to you because you won't your staff. So that too is why I ended up doing a lot of PRN
right.
because they didn't make PRN do call. So I
Hmm.
couldn't do call because I was like my mom had to work or I ain't had no babysitter or
Right,
however it played out. So
right. So I
yeah,
thank
that's
God for y'all. When I was in the military, I had to utilize you a couple times.
I know. I remember. I remember before I had a kid. You was so mad at me. I said something about who was it? Gabby.
No, I
It
had to
had
be
to be
Bug.
Gabby because Bug was a baby. You was pregnant with Bug when I met you.
Oh, I don't know.
It had to be Gabby. She was so mad at me. She wanted to beat me up, but she
Yeah,
didn't. But
don't
she
talk
was so
about
mad at
children
me.
now. Two things
Yeah,
you don't mess
that
with.
was before I even
My
understood
children and my
like the
money.
whole like mommy instance.
Right.
I didn't know then. I was just like, dang, we friends. I ain't mean it like that. But she was so mad at me, you guys. But we got past that because
Yeah.
I actually love Tasha. I love her to death.
Yeah.
This my friend, y'all.
Yeah.
So what else I got? Let me think. Hold on. Surgical tech. So let's talk about SPD though. So now you think if people have a hard time working in the OR, that SPD would be the next best utilization of their
I,
profession,
I would say
degree or
so.
whatever.
I would say so because it kind of ties hand in hand with you still, although you're not scrubbing the cases, you're still familiarizing yourself with the sets that's used in the operating room. Like when you're down in SPD, we call it SPS where I work at, sterile processing services. So you're learning the sets. Um, it- I don't know. I'm getting tongue tied.
You can
I
get
would say
tongue
it's a
tied. Girl, I
good.
be tongue tied on here and be forgetting what I be done saying and
Girl, I
everything.
just forgot that fast. I looked over, looked to the left, and I
I
forgot.
be forgetting too. I be like, damn, I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Right, right. But yeah, I would say do that because it ties hands in hand with the OR. You still being affiliated with the OR. So
So
yeah.
you think if somebody went to surgical tech school, they didn't like being in the OR, we'll say a single mom, a single dad, that they should because it's easier in SPD as far as your schedule go, right?
Right. You can be on the set schedule. You do. We are a 24/7 service. We work Monday, 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
We have different shifts starting early as where I work at 7:30. I think it would be best for a single parent mom if they see that scrubbing don't work and still have some like here and because I work for the veteran hospital here, the scrub techs in the MST is what we call them, medical supply technicians here. They pretty much make the same. So you want to be scrubbed in a case all day long, pulling calls
Versus you
all
can be
over the
like
house,
listening to music and putting
right?
sets
Down
together.
relaxing, cleaning the instrumentation, making the exact same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
would
because
prefer
they
that.
hire you as a surgical tech, so the pay don't change. It don't
Right,
matter what you're doing. You getting
right.
hired as a surgical tech.
And
So
with
that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, you can go do trauma if you want to.
right,
I'm over here chilling. Like, I ain't gonna do it.
right. Right.
I ain't gonna do it because you're not gonna get paid to do. We get paid based off of your professional, like what you get, like whatever your surgical tech or SPD or PCT, whatever you get hired, that's what they're hiring you as. So in most places they will hire surgical techs. Shit, they might prefer surgical techs over SPD because then you can do go back and forth between the department if you actually want to scrub, if you decide that you want to scrub. And if you want to get into the OR, and let's just say you can't get into the OR for some reason, you can slide in through SPD. That's something that I see people try to do as well. Yeah. So what else we got here, girl? So what's a mistake that you think people make? I guess if they're like one thing that you would try to try to get people to avoid if they were new at like being in the OR, like newbie shit, like something you gonna mess up with or not try not to do. Try not to mess up with, I guess is the best way to say it.
I don't know how I could put this. Let me see. Because you want to keep what you learned in school. You do want to keep the basis of
some of it. Some of that shit throw out the window.
But don't go in there if you was top of your class thinking you know it all, because they're going to debunk everything you learned in school and reteach you the policy and procedures of their facility.
How they want you to know
How they want you to do it. If you don't follow by that, you may as well be out the door because they're going to let you
go. So they need to have a basic concept of stereo technique. That's really, and maybe some instrumentation, but stereo technique I think is like the biggest thing, because people, and like you say, especially the ones that like graduate the top of their class, because they think that the book smarts translate over to practical, and it don't always. It don't always. So you could be the smartest person in your class and a terrible scrub tech in the OR.
Like if something go wrong in the OR and you don't have basic common sense to kind of figure out and anticipate what this surgeon needs to save this patient's life, what are you good for?
You ain't really, passing instruments, right? And that's why I be telling people you got to use your brain. Like it's not one of them where you get to come in there and be cute. Like, yeah, we cute, but shit, I'm thinking over here too. Like, it's the whole thought process then. And then not even that. Sometimes you got to think for the people in the room, because you the one that's in control of the stereo technique. So it could be a person come in the room and they too close to your damn stereo field. Back your ass up, go over there. You too close. You too close. And so we paying attention to not just the case. Like we got to pay attention to what's going on around the case, outside of the case. Oh, there go Paris. Paris, do you want to come on? The link is in the description. I don't know what happened earlier. Paris, if you want to, you don't have to, and I'm not gonna get in my feelings, Tasha. I was all salty with him earlier. I didn't have an attitude, but I was in my feelings a little bit. He told me no. He was like, girl, the second time. So you know how us women are, like, the first time I asked you, the first time I asked you, you get a pass. But the second time, I might feel some type of way because I done asked you twice already. So he caught some of that. My little Leo feelings got hurt.
Well, come on in, Paris. Talk with us.
I know he got to go to work, so he might be relaxing or whatever. But Paris, the link in the description. You're welcome to come in. You can say no this time if you want to. You making breakfast? Okay, I'm gonna take it. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna take it this time," because he did give me 3.5 hours earlier. You making breakfast though? What kind of breakfast you making? Boy, it's like 6:30. Making breakfast. He making pancakes and eggs or some shit over there. He already told me he like 4 eggs. Okay, so what is some good advice that we can get some, like, one thing I wish people would have told me was how to, like, but I wish I'd have had more like money management training.
But
I'm saying, like, I just feel like when we was working, I mean, I know in the Navy they tried to like do something, I guess, as for it. But the only financial advice I got when I was in the Navy was when I needed like a hardship loan. Like they didn't really teach me, like, because they wanted their money back, but they was gonna get it back anyway.
Right.
But I feel like when you're going into the hospitals, there is no, like, especially coming in on an entry level position like surgical tech, ain't nobody in there really teaching us how to budget your money. And for most people, now for me and you, this didn't happen like this because we went through the military, but for most of us, well, for most surgical techs, they coming from maybe working a dead end job or something like that, making a lot of money, and then they're gonna be making pretty good money as a surgical tech. Like we hitting some places hitting 100,000 a lot faster than other, but you can make pretty good money in the OR. So one thing I be seeing is that people get into that. First of all, they spending a ton of money on student loan debt just to get the degree. So I'm saying don't spend that money on a student loan. Especially if you can just get a certificate for like what me and Paris talked earlier, his certification took him 12 months. Do that.
Right.
Get it as quick and as cheap as possible. Stay away from the student loan debt as much as possible. And then two, don't go out and buy a car, a nice, super nice, brand new car and a big old house. As soon as you start making your first couple of checks, you don't win about a $600 a month car and you got $300 worth of insurance. Like, don't do that, because what I feel it does is lock you into that job, and you might not even really like scrubbing like that. But for a couple years, I had stopped when I went to cosmetology school. Like, people you might get into this field, and I had already been a surgical tech for a couple years, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Right. And so, but what I see is they go out and they get all of this consumer debt, and then because student loans is considered consumer debt as well. And then now you in this job and you have to go scrub.
Right.
And now you hating life, so then you become that miserable ass old tech, because it's plenty of men that don't like their job, and then here you go, just making everybody else's life miserable around you because you stuck doing something you don't want to do. So I say manage your money, but get your finances in order. Like, just start, because I started with my credit. My credit was, I done screwed up my credit multiple times. So now I'm a pro at fixing it. Like, once you mess it up, you learn how to fix it. So I was like, okay, I fixed the credit, pay off the debt, but I did have to leave. Like, I had to go traveling to be able to make enough money fast enough to do all of that stuff, right?
Right.
And so I will, I think money management is something that, or financial education, however you want to say it, is something that people need, and they're not gonna get it when they go to work. Ain't nobody sitting down coming in and teaching you. The only thing they're gonna talk to you about is 401ks. Excuse me, but that, if you're not gonna stay there, ain't gonna really do nothing for you. Because if you leave before your time, because you have to do a certain amount of time. If you leave before a certain amount of time, then they don't give you the match money.
But yeah, that's one of my things I put on my vision board last night. Money management. Fixing my credit, all that stuff. And my good friend told me about a book that I went and bought today. It was by, what's the author name? Dave Ramsey.
Oh yeah, Dave Ramsey. So I like him a little bit. He does snowball, or the snowball method, the baby steps, right?
I just bought the book that I ain't read it yet. This one was
baby steps.
Total Money Management. So I'm gonna read on that and see what he's about. But
no, I watched him for a long time. Honestly, I didn't buy his book. I ain't buy any of his book because a lot of his information is on it's online, because people like been reviewing it and stuff for years. He's been around for years.
Yeah.
I do like him, but it's something that I don't like about him, and it's like happened recently. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was somebody called in because he do like a podcast, but he recorded. And he the man was asking about a life insurance policy. He was asking about how to use, basically he was somebody told him about a life insurance policy and how you can use life insurance to help build wealth. Now you can do that, but Dave Ramsey, how he just can't, you could tell he not a insurance person. He don't like insurance agents, and it came off very much like he didn't like them. But he gave the man some wrong information, and I was like, because you don't like life insurance agents, you just basically told this man something wrong, because he can still do what the other person had proposed to him. So that's what I had. But I did follow Dave Ramsey for a long time. He do these envelope things too, where you put envelopes. You put your money in the envelopes. Girl, I did. I had envelopes all around this house, and I would label them and everything. But I didn't have a problem with like credit cards. I don't have a problem with that. I just needed to get a handle on my actual bills, and paying them off. But I don't have a habit like some people that have a credit card swiping habit and stuff like that, those envelope systems work very well for that, because you don't have no money ain't no money to swipe because you don't pull everything
Right.
out, right?
Yeah,
So
they
you
told us
can't
that,
do
and
it.
I didn't know that was from him. In cosmetology school, they taught us that envelope method. You know, when you're doing
Yeah.
the hair and they give you the tips, they told us to do the envelopes and put the money in there and
And
do it.
see, they ain't teach me none of that shit in
Right,
cosmetology school. They ain't teach me
right.
none of that.
Yeah.
But I learned it on. He had a app for a long time, and I think he probably still do, where it would help you allocate, your money and do. But I didn't do Hey Shan, I didn't go all the way into his university. What is it? The money? It's like a university. I can't think of the name of it. It's some kind of university he has, and it's where they do finances and stuff. But Dave Ramsey is good, and damn, I'm trying to think of the other guy name. I can't think of his name. It's a black dude, but he tied into Dave Ramsey as well. The
Oh,
black dude I'm thinking about, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Let's see. We already talked about me trying to do this whole entrepreneurship stuff.
Yeah, you got to get like look, even Paris put me on today. Paris is over there breeding fish.
Really?
Yes, girl. He breeding fish in his apartment, and I just thought I had been exposed to it by this other guy on YouTube, but I didn't know nobody that actually did like breeding fish. I think that's kind of cool because fish is easy, like they're small enough that you can do in the house. They still can be aesthetically pleasing because they cute or whatever. And he's selling them to the pet stores.
Really? Yeah, I probably not killed all the fish.
Girl, fish should be easy.
Overfeed?
It
No.
should be easy. I think for me, I would not want to have to clean the tank. That's what I'm struggling with right now. Is I got a turtle. I was telling him I'm trying to get the turtle out the tank because I'm tired of cleaning the damn tank. Like I'm the one that's doing all of the cleaning. So I'm gonna put him in a kiddie pool in the backyard and set up him a little like pond.
Is he big? Is he
Not
big?
yet, but he getting big. He probably like the size. He probably like this size right now.
Oh.
So when I first got him, he was like, like a little nothing. And now he done got big. So he's too big for his tank. And so it's time for me to get him out of that. So what else should we do? So so surgical techs should be working on their finances. So we got that under control. What else should we be talking about for these surgical techs? Hold on. I'm trying to think. Oh, how can they help in the OR? Like how can they be what would you think would make a good surgical tech? Like, what would make them a good surgical tech? Like somebody that would stand apart from everybody else.
I guess training up in as many services as you can possibly train in.
That's what I be
utilize. It's a kind of win-win, and you can get possibly overworked.
Say that again.
I said it's kind of win-win, but where you're learning and training in all the areas, but then they're gonna turn to you as that one scrub tech.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be the go-to.
You're gonna be the go-to scrub tech. But
yeah,
I would say get trained up and as many certifications that you can possibly come. As many alphabets behind your name, so you can get that money. But
right, because they do pay you for your certification.
Right.
So let's see what else we got. I'm definitely gonna have to get some more.
Right, Paris. That's how mine was with the makeup. But then I grow time. But that's just the Gemini. I mean, we get bored and curious real fast
and want to do something different.
And want to do something different all the time. But that's
but
how it was.
Do it. Do everything. I'd be like, shit, try it.
That's how I am.
I'm like, try it. It can't do nothing, but shit, if it don't hit, then I'm gonna try something different. Hold on, I'm trying to change. I forgot to order that doggone pizza.
Oh, Braylon gonna get you.
I know he gonna be in here like, Mom, did you get the pizza? Okay, so that one I had to fix that. What else do I have on here? Let me think. Okay, hold on. We talked about shoes. Oh, tattoos and stuff. They always ask me, can you have tattoos in the OR?
Well, me, when my first tattoo was at 26 and I was out the military. So
you was out the military. But you see people with tattoos in the OR?
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, but with the military, ours is a little different. You
got to have.
I've seen people. I haven't seen anybody with sleeves in the OR where here, but I hadn't seen all the scrub techs, so I can't say.
No, I done seen sleeves and necks and head and
Right,
everything.
right.
So they in there. What about nails in the OR? Can you wear nails?
And you know that was my
Okay,
thing.
look,
Nails,
I still
lashes.
don't even get my nails done because I done got so used to like
Right,
not that
right.
I don't even bother. I will polish them every now and then,
Hmm.
but no, this all we working with these days. This it.
No, no nails, no none of that stuff. And in the military, you know, I used to like the lashes and all that, the makeup and all. None of that stuff. But
I
for
was getting brought up too
MSTs,
much to be even trying
right.
to do some of that shit. I was like, they writing my ass up again. Damn it.
Not for our MSTs for the VA hospital here. They're not allowed to wear distance therapists. They're not allowed to wear the lashes. They're not allowed to wear the artificial nails. I don't work in the back. I'm with the department, but I'm not an actual tech now.
Right.
They don't. They're not allowed to wear
Cause you
acrylic
a
nail
lead now,
polish.
right? Like you just telling other people what to do.
No, no. I'm the assistant of the chief of the service
That's
now.
the same shit. Almost like you just not doing. You not back there with the worker bees.
At all, baby, at all.
Look,
You
you
know.
see how look if she was really putting shit together, them nails would be all chipped and everything.
Right. They wouldn't be on. I would be written up for these. I can't even have them this long. They got to be clipped down, all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, I still keep my They will grow out. I will let them grow out every now and then, and I
Mm-hmm.
will polish them. I used to get gel
Mm-hmm.
on my nails. But the truth is, I am so rough on my hands that they chipping, and then you just
Right.
got to take it all the way off. So even at
Mm-hmm.
home, I'm outside throwing hay bales around. You
Right.
know, ain't no polish, but I do like it on my nails. I do like to polish them every now and then. I probably should polish them.
Because if
Just
you're a girly girl, you don't want, that's another thing to think about if you want to go into this field. If you're
yeah.
not willing to give up all this girly girl and this fashion and all this stuff,
Now I will wear some eyelashes in there, like I like
in the back where we work at, we can't wear lashes. I don't go in the back at all unless if I'm back there, I'm back there to show what I need to show, and I'm out.
and gone.
But all this here, your hair got to be up and out the
Pinned
way,
back
and
and everything.
right.
So hair and nails.
Hmm.
That's definitely something for the girls to think about. That's because yeah, your hair it can't be too big. You got to put them bonnets on. You got to
And
be
they
able to
got to
put
fit
it under the
properly, right?
yeah. Sometimes shoot, my hair be so big though, for real, for real. Like I'll have two bonnets on, like trying to
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
that shit is crazy.
Especially when
So
I had
we
my
talked about
botox in.
shoes, we talked about online program, we talked about parenting, we talked about money, finances. What else you think we should hit on?
I'm all about growth in an area, and I know some people just die hard on scrub tech or whatever, but don't get stuck there. Train in more things in the medical field. I'm all, do the nursing. I'm all shooting for nursing. End up being an OR nurse or a nurse. I never could say the word
Anesthetist.
anesthetist. Um, train up to do it, and just don't stand still in that one area.
But
Get
you think
there.
surgical tech will give you an idea in which way you might want to go?
Exactly, exactly. Get there, train up in as many services as you possibly could so that they're able to utilize you more, get all the certifications that you can get. However, don't let that be a lifetime thing that you do.
Yeah,
You
because
know
you
what
will,
I'm saying?
and before you know it, you will be in a hit 15 years in the OR because I'm coming up on my 15 years this year,
Right,
and you just sitting there looking like,
right. And
now
that's
what am I supposed to do? Do you go back to school? I'm not going back to school. Like that's just not something that is in me. But the whole time I was in surgical tech, I wasn't just stagnant in that career. I was
right,
like, entrepreneur. Let me try
right,
this business. I got
right,
enough money to try this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna
right,
try this. And
right,
then at the end, it was kind of like, okay, we're not making enough money for the type of experience I have at this point. So either I have to go to nursing or I have to go to PA school. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to get the pay that I want
right,
to match my
right.
experience, right?
Because you're gonna cap out. You're
You're
gonna
gonna cap
cap
out.
out.
Yeah,
And
you
you're
are.
gonna have to go get those degrees. You're either gonna have to start up your own little school teaching it. You're gonna have to do something.
Or go be a teacher. Now, I didn't realize how much surgical tech instructors actually made.
Yeah, it all depends on the school.
It
Like
depends on the school.
it all depends on the school. Like before I moved to Florida, I lived in Charleston, and I was working at Centura College. But our campus didn't have the surgical tech thing, So working as a medical assistant and medical coding and billing instructor, it paid okay. But I
So
think I
what's
would have
okay,
made more.
like 50,000?
No, girl, it wasn't nowhere near that.
Really? Because I'm seeing now like 50, but they wanting you to have bachelor's and master's
Right,
degrees.
right.
So I mean, do you really want, if you got a master's, do you want to make 50,000 like teaching surgical tech programs? So that's what it's one of those situations. What you think about traveling? What you think about traveling surgical tech?
I never experienced it, so I really can't say anything on it. I hear it's good because you was trying to recruit me at one point real
Girl, I was
good.
trying to get her out here
But
with me, honey.
look, I don't like leaving my babies off on nobody.
Right, and but you see, that
Right,
is a huge factor. Like
right,
them kids, you guys,
right,
especially for the mamas out there, it's a big old. Because my thing too was, I only really wanted to work a half a year so I could
right,
really be home
right.
and be like a homeschool mom, soccer, like a real mom, and
Hmm.
not just like out here just working all the time. So
Right,
yeah, that them kids, man, they make a big difference on what type of moves you gonna make, how you gonna make them.
right. And with
That
me
shit is.
having two girls, I just didn't want to leave them. I have family that would take care of them. However, they have their own lives, trying to do what they
Yeah,
need to
you
do.
don't want to be
So,
burdening other people with
right,
your kids, because
right,
for one, other people not gonna treat your kids like how you gonna treat them. No matter, I
right.
mean, maybe your mama, but shit, if she maybe not even then. Sometimes like.
Because mama have them too spoiled, and you have to come undo what
And
they've
and
done.
and undo all of that shit they done did, yes. Because they
Right,
grandparents at that point. They not
right,
like parenting like we the
right.
parents. So definitely that strong foundation. And then I would say for me, like I think the biggest thing is people just like what you say, they don't get comfortable. Like don't get comfortable. The career is great, it's awesome, it's cool. It's like shit is exciting. You get to see bones and like,
Right.
oh, here's one thing. And I heard this on Paris video. What do you think people that are they are squeamish of blood? Do you think that this is a career field that they could go into?
Don't do it. And
Don't do
I'm
it.
not that way. I'm not that way at all. In my first case out of school, going to my externship, scrubbing, a total knee. I had to break scrub because if either I broke scrub, I was gonna hit the floor. And I'm a
Yeah,
squeamish person. Like I can see guts all day long. My favorite smell is the Bobby.
cause you weird.
I am. I'm just saying when I go up to
So
the
we
OR,
barbecuing. Look, you baby Hannibal over there, cause you barbecuing damn flesh.
when I go up to the OR, I'm like, oh, the smell. All you need is your garlic powder and your seasoning, baby.
Girl, this
It
girl is
smells
crazy.
good.
This girl is all the way crazy. Look, you ain't been in no plastic cases. Let me tell you, I'm so over that Bobby smell. I was doing breast reduction, mommy makeovers,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't have a not an HVAC. What is called the suction, the shit where the. So okay, you know how the Bovies have suction on some of them. It's like damn, it's some kind of bag. I can't even think of it, but we would have is it smoke bag? A smoke bag. We would have a
Mm-hmm.
smoke bag, like, and girl, it still wouldn't be enough. I would be like, you got it's stinking here, like this shit stink. I don't miss that at all. I do not miss that.
That's
I
my
miss
favorite
being in
smell
the
at the
OR.
OR.
The Bobby smell.
Mm-hmm.
What's my favorite smell? Oh, those wipes, because it smells clean to me. He
Mm-hmm.
talking about me too. You too. What your favorite smell is? The Bobby smell, because you might be weird too. He a Libra. Oh, Tasha, he's a whole Libra. So look, I ain't gonna even pick up Paris because I actually okay, Paris, you win today because you spent 3.5 hours with me. So I'm just not gonna even be mean to you. But it was so funny the other day. Yeah,
What he say?
he said correct to the Bobby smell.
Right.
Y'all weird. Y'all freaking Hannibals. Like y'all cannibals. Y'all would eat humans.
No, I wouldn't eat no human because I really think
Yes, you
about going.
would. You wouldn't
No,
even
because I
know.
really look. I'm only like right now. Meat, the texture of it and everything kind of weirds me out. I just really
Meat,
eat chicken. Yeah, like when
meat.
meat, like it just the texture of it now. It's just I don't know if
It's
it's
funny
all the
you say that.
hormones they pump into the
The
animals
chicken, the
now.
meat.
Right.
I won't say the meat is messing with me, but I was thinking about like the fat. Like I had some oxtails in there, and I was eating them, girl. And the whole time I kept thinking like, this shit clogging my artery. Like I was literally thinking, like, I know this clogging my artery. It was good now, don't get me wrong, but
I would have to cut the fat off them oxtails.
you
Then
you
once
can't
cut
cut no
off,
fat. How you gonna cut fat off oxtails?
easy. Trust me, I was married to a Jamaican. He couldn't stand all that fat. He
No,
trimmed that. He taught me how to trim them oxtails
the
real good.
trimmer. That it was full of fat. It was good though, but it was full of fat. And I was just like, man, I know this ain't. I know my pork arteries is like. Why is you trying to like that? So that's why I've been right here on my like. I be trying to make sure I don't overdo it
Right.
with the meat and shit. Cause yeah, like the texture ain't fucking with me like that. But the thought, really, even the animal itself, not the texture, but like the animal, like damn, I actually have chickens. Like, you know, like this shit is kind of fucked up a little bit.
Yeah. Now I can understand where you're coming from. So right now I really just eat chicken, and I'm really considering plant-based diet. Like,
the problem with me with plant-based, my metabolism so high that I'm gonna have to find something fat. Cause I actually did a couple of days without eating meat, and bitch, I was in here hungry, like straight hungry, like hungry. Oh snap! I see you, boo.
oh, he came on.
Came
What's
back,
up,
you
man?
guys. You supposed to be taking a nap.
Yo. So I'm just coming on to tell you about that Bobby smell, though, right?
Okay. The best.
Both of y'all weird. Both of y'all weird.
Yo, bro. When I came out,
hey, look, don't be around them if the end of the world coming, because they gonna eat y'all.
when I came out of clinicals, right, and I got my first job, I remember smelling that scent. I'm like, yo, damn, I'm back home. Right. You know, that Bobby smell right there. I
y'all
love
weird.
it.
Y'all, both of y'all weird. That shit is not normal. We's not supposed to be smelling that. You know that we can't inhale, like you can get
it's
sick
cancerous,
yeah.
Yeah,
you got
Yeah.
It's the same thing for cigarette smokes though, but people still smoke.
Right.
I ain't smoking no cigarettes, and y'all ain't either.
No, but still,
I don't smoke cigarette, but I smell Bovie.
Look, you sniff Bobby like
right.
y'all around here like a hound dog with y'all nose in the
Yeah.
Smell you definitely can pinpoint out all other smells. Like somebody.
When we was doing when we was doing the mommy makeovers, the whole hallway would be like Bovie. Like even the podiatrists and stuff, they'd be like, "Dang, can you get a smoke vac in there? Like shit, the smoke vac in there. Like what is you saying right
now?" Right.
The doctors at my job, they don't even like the smoke vac. They the regular Bovie. They hate that smoke vac.
Most of them like that, believe it or not, Paris. But I'm the one that's gonna be like, we need the smoke vac. We need the smoke vac. My head hurt. We need this. I'm the prima donna in the room.
Nah, they tell us that though. We got to push the smoke vac on them. They don't like them, but we got to push it on them.
Yes, because for one, it's healthier for you, and two, you don't. I mean, I don't want to be breathing this shit in. Like I don't want to be breathing this shit in. It's actually like it stinks. It stinks.
No, it smells like barbecue.
Exactly. All you need is seasoning.
What the fuck barbecue y'all eating?
I'm just
because I ain't eating that shit. Like we ain't eating the same barbecue. We ain't eating the same barbecue because my barbecue don't smell like that. So we got 2 whole candles in this bitch. Like no, but it is a very distinct smell. But you're right though, Paris. They're not gonna want to use the smoke vat. They're not.
Nah.
They're not. Even but some will use the pen, like the one that has the suction on the pen. They'll use that. They'll use that instead. So why you not taking no nap? You're gonna be tired as shit.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I just came on to tell you about that smoke vac. The Bovie.
So you come on and talk about the Bovie, but I asked you like, nah.
Nah, bro. You got 3.5 hours from me already though. The funny part about that is at the beginning of the video, she's like, y'all, I ain't gonna stay on here too long. I ain't gonna be here too long. And she on there for 3.5 hours.
Got off it, came back on.
Twice. Y'all getting me today. It's all good though, because I enjoy the company. I enjoy having conversations with adults. So if I don't have a conversation with you guys, I got to go in there and talk to that 11-year-old.
But he's pretty darn smart though.
He's smart, but shit, I don't like. Sometimes you be like, go play with your friends. Your friends ain't online. So yeah,
right, man. I'm out, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
So what you cook for breakfast though?
Oh, I ordered Uber Eats, so I'm waiting for that to come in right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we talked about me not ordering DoorDash, but you gonna go order?
But look, right? So the reason why I didn't want to, get on here for 3 hours, I would have done cook my food, set myself up. Now I'm fucked up, and I got to get up, take a nap in a little bit. So I just ordered some food real quick. I don't want to do no dishes and none of that stuff. So.
So you're just gonna be lazy. I guess it's
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy today. It's all good. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna go back and sleep for about an hour, and then get up and go to work.
An hour? What time?
7,
8,
yeah,
9.
I go in for 10:45. Yeah, but it's cool though. We get good breaks at night, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's less busier there at night, right?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say how long our breaks is on
no, don't say
social media. So I'm not gonna say that. I'll just say that we get good breaks. You know what I mean? Call it like that.
Don't
don't mess around it. Anybody that work a night shift will tell you that what you don't say when you come in is that it's an easy night. Because as soon as you say that, what happened? Everybody.
How was your night? Damn, we got slammed. Shit is crazy,
Right. But go ahead and get your food on your way. Go ahead and eat. I'm trying to order food right now. I said I wasn't gonna do DoorDash, but I'm finna order some pizza though.
All right, y'all. Have a good night, man.
Good night.
So thank you.
No problem.
Oh, that was cool. I love this. Oh my god, I so love this little setup. So one thing I can say, to save money, one thing I will say is to take your lunch to work. That's one thing because you don't have the time to be running to the cafeteria any damn way.
Right.
Because most of us only get in 30 minutes, right? That's normally what the break. That's what I've been getting. I don't know what everybody else be getting.
And everybody break at the same time, so the lines are extra long. So you're lucky if you even get something to eat. So yeah, pack your own lunch, save your money,
and save some time.
And save time, right?
Yeah, that lunch thing is that's a big deal. That's and breakfast really, because I done went to work and went straight to the cafeteria.
That's me, girl. It was one meme said, "I go to work to go eat." Yep, go straight to
because they have good most of the cafeterias, not all of them, but most of them actually have good food. It's not healthy. Normally, it's just some fried something. One place I went where we had like Belgian waffles and it was like a spread whipped cream and syrup drizzle. Like you get anything hash browns, loaded hash browns, all of that shit. Like you in there eating good and spending. Now they'll give you a little discount, but that discount when you doing that shit every day, that discount don't mean a damn thing.
Right.
I still ain't ordered this food yet. I got to get us something to eat.
Brayden gonna get you.
Girl, he just snuck in here. He just snuck in here on the floor. I'm trying to think what else to ask about this career, but do you think it's worth it? Did I ask you that already earlier? Do you think it's
worth it, especially for somebody coming from a minimum wage job, especially for young kids coming straight out of high school, not want to get a lot of college debt or whatever? I definitely think it's a fulfilling career. You're helping save somebody's life,
right, and it's really cool.
Think about.
And you get power tools and shit.
Right, you get to see people inside, and it's real cool. It
really is. I remember the first time I seen a liver, what is it? The liver when they have cirrhosis. What is it when the liver they drank too much?
Cirrhosis.
I want to say psoriasis, but that's
it's the skin
part,
right?
Yeah.
You said it right.
Cirrhosis, right? When it's it looks so I hadn't seen it before, but it's very bumpy, it was extremely bumpy. Yeah, it was real. We went to fix one thing, and when you in there exploring, you get to see everything.
Right.
And so it was damn, dog, what's wrong with him? He basically need a liver. He had he was an alcoholic, and he pretty much gonna need a liver transplant.
Wow.
But I don't think.
How old was he? Because
he had to be in his 50s. He was in his 50s, but he was well, and he was obese.
They probably won't even give him a liver transplant.
No, he's not gonna get one. He's too big. I mean, but not to be like he's too big, but his health habits are gonna prevent him from being able to get on the transplant list.
Usually at a certain age, I thought, and they could have changed it for liver transplants if they are alcoholics. They won't even put them on the list for
on the list. Yeah, probably. I know if you got alcoholism, I think it might have been you had to be sober for a certain amount of time, but don't have me lying, and it could have an age restriction on it as well, because if you still an alcoholic and you in your 50s, like you just fucked over your liver. Like you shouldn't have did that. And so you shouldn't. I ain't gonna say you shouldn't get another liver, because you could always change, but it's somebody out there that might need that liver that didn't fuck over their liver already.
Right. You're right.
And it's kind of fucked up, but it's still like it'll be fucked up for somebody that actually enjoyed their life to waste their liver and then get another one, and somebody not get a chance to live to get to live their life how they want to live it. Let's see. I'm still trying to order pizza. So I'm trying to think. I got to sit down and write. Hold on. Let me get my book. Hang on. Oh, my hip. Oh, okay. So we talked about back pain. We talked about back pain earlier. Right? So what are some, I guess, well, I don't even know if it's a con, but it's something. So our body is something that we will end up like having more like physical pain, or not physical, like ailments or whatever, because of the prolonged standing, right? So besides the shoes, what do you think people could do to help with like back pain and stuff like that? Like not even back pain, to prevent it.
I would definitely say a good lifestyle, at least 30 minutes of walking, stretching, and or yoga to stretch out your body.
Yeah.
Try to eat healthy as possible. Now, I like sweets, so.
Me too, girl. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Candy. Right. I try not to even buy candy no more, because I'm eating the whole damn pack.
Right.
We eating the whole thing. We done.
Yeah. But definitely the good shoes. Definitely I would incorporate at least 30 minutes of some type of physical training, stretching, yoga, something like that. I think our XO, he used to be the hand surgeon, right? I don't know if you were there when he came. I forgot his name. I don't know if he was a bald guy. He was a little heavy set. Got sick, went out for a little bit, while he hadn't scrubbed, did the hand case in a while. And when he came back, he was way smaller. I don't know if he went on a cruise or whatever. I don't know if he got deployed or whatever. But when he came back, he's like the biggest thing that helped him, being standing up in all these. Well, he was seated. He was a hand surgeon. Right. Was incorporating yoga into his daily routine.
But I'm finna tell you, I swear by yoga. And I ain't even know all the way full blown yogi, but you would catch me out here on this floor, stretched out, moaning, bent over. Like Raylan be like, "Oh, she's stretching." It be looking weird sometimes, but it depends on where I'm hurting at. I'm gonna have to go, but definitely yoga, especially if you over 30. Shit, over 30, over 35. Like when you on the other end of it, like when you coming up in age, when you get a little seasoning on you. You definitely need to be stretching, because you gonna.
Yeah, I just stretched out my leg now, boy. It's popping. And
you ain't hear me say, "Oh, my hip," when I stood up. I said, "Oh, my hip." Bitch, I move too fast. You can't be moving that fast. You
gotta slow down.
For real.
Yeah.
That shit is true though. Hold on, let me see what I got in here. Girl, this is my book. Let me see. I'm gonna ask you some of these. This is my like little shit. Oh, I asked you that already. And so we saying work on your overall person, not just the surgical tech person. And I think that's in life too. Cause here go a question. Boom. How to deal with salty, angry, older surgical techs. And yes, I said it. Now, I done had this question. I got right now on my Instagram, and I really need to respond to these people, y'all. If you watching me right now, I do apologize that I have not replied to everybody in my Instagram DMs. But this is something that I actually get is how to deal with like old mean surgical techs and old mean nurses. How you deal with them?
Well, you know how my attitude was back then, so. I didn't, man.
How would you advise them?
I ain't telling you how IS is and move on and about my day.
But okay, so like if they're in a position where they might lose their job, see, you couldn't get fired. We would have just got extra duty or written up or something like that. I remember, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I got written up for oh shit, I had processed the scope the wrong. I had autoclaved one of our scopes. You don't remember that? Did I tell you? We had just got scopes. I put that bitch in the autoclave, and they were supposed to go in the Steric, and they gave me extra duty for the shit. It was fucked up, but I did it.
But who trained you on it? Who trained you on that?
The white boy, what's his name, Felton,
it was Felton and JT. His name JT. I forgot what his last name was.
There was somebody used on my Facebook for a long time, but like shit. And then the white girl was down there.
Abby, was her name Abby?
I remember Abby, but she was down there, like who was training us, like whoever was down there at the time.
But they trained you the right way. You just went in and made the mistake, or
I made the mistake. I think I made the mistake because I had too many. I was down there by myself, and I had a lot. Like I was pretty much overwhelmed. I told them that I was like, I've been down here. I was down here all day by myself, like trying to pray. We didn't have enough sets, so you would have to hurry up and process.
Right.
The sets. And so I told them, but them motherfuckers didn't care about that shit. They was still hanging my ass out to dry. Like it ain't and shit at the time. But Brazil was still there too. So I ain't really getting like I got in trouble, but it could have probably been worse. It probably could have been worse. I know you don't like him, but how you feel about him?
Huh?
That's how I feel about your friend. So
yeah. But she's a sweetie. You're a sweetie, and I love y'all both. And that's true, Paris. You're right. Proper body mechanics is key in the OR too. Some of them loaner sets and all that stuff is
heavy. Especially them ortho trays and you shit, and you got all type of shit. Mallets. Motherfucker, it's a whole hammer in this bitch. Hammer, saws.
That's what's cool about it.
I know, but you sit up. He got my little scrawny ass looking arms like they scrawnier now than they was back in the day. But you try to pick up them trays, bitch. You get on the ring stand and roll that shit over.
And now that's the big thing in our department for MSTs. We got a lot of older people that work in sterile processing, and when you go upstairs to pull down them dirty carts, and them carts by themselves 25 to 50 pounds, you know what I'm saying, all depends on the size, and then you load on all these 25 pounds 75 pounds carts, trays on the carts. You got to push them from upstairs down to our area to clean. So we don't have the elevator send stuff down because it's
y'all need an elevator,
right? So we have to walk upstairs to
and bring them down,
bring them back down to our department to.
That's not bullshit. That's not cool.
Yeah,
but it's an older hospital.
It is it's old. So right now they're about to start some construction on getting the proper setup for the OR in the sterile processing.
Yeah, because that's not okay to be where the hell is my pizza? That's not okay to have to go out. And for one, so because if you bring all of that through the hallway, like ain't that like not okay too though?
It's not, but we have it in big silver case carts, and then we cover it up.
Oh, and then have these what is that biohazard on the outside?
Right, exactly. And the same thing with scopes. We have to go upstairs to get our scopes. Usually we used to have ours.
Sit down the little thing.
You come out the room and you go right there. No, we have to go upstairs to get our scopes and bring them down. They process over 100 scopes a day.
That's crazy. Oh my God. So people really have to go up there and get out, like go up and get. And
we call it a scope runner. They run 24/7, and towards probably about 10 o'clock at night, it's died down. So the overnight shift, they don't have to, scope run. They have to go back up to deliver them to the departments.
Oh, but not so much processing.
Right. But yeah, we process them. And when our machines go down, it is horrible because it's an older facility, older machine. So
that just sounds crazy that they don't have. That they don't have no damn elevator. Like, I don't know. I ain't been nowhere in the last however long.
Right. Like when The elevator that they have there now, the way they have the OR set up, either way it doesn't work. That's down in our department. But I was like, we're not gonna send this up through the elevator or send this down. He's like, no, we got to push this down. I was like, push what?
That sounds crazy that they don't
Yeah.
like that ain't even cool. But I did work at a place where we didn't have an elevator, but the SPD was right next to the like you could just go through a hallway and you would be at the decon area, and then you could just go from there.
The OR is up on the first floor. The scope, the GI department's up on the third floor. And then you got all places in the hospital. And that was kind of baffled there because at Buford, people delivered their stuff to us. All their dirty instrumentation, but no.
Yeah, and then they would have to sign in on that book.
They have to go up.
Matter of fact, they do that. They do that at the hospital. One of the hospitals in California, like they would bring their instruments and sign it in, and then you deliver it back to the department. Or they would come back and get it. Actually, you wouldn't. Right. They would still come back and get it. Dang, I ain't even thought about Buford in a long time like that.
All right.
I actually I wouldn't have mind staying at Buford. It just was not it for me. It just wasn't it. But
what saved me was they put me down in general surgery clinic, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you remember Dr. What's his name? What was his name? McDuff? What was his name? With the glass.
I gotta think about it. We had Dr. Burrs, they had Dr.
No, it was like MC something. Hold on, that's not. Hold on 1 second. Somebody at the door.
Okay.
On vacation?
Auntie Mika.
Auntie Mika?
Alright,
Hey. I just wanted to deliver these.
I'm on live.
Thank you.
For who, me?
I'm pretty sure this is for you. No, this is for Braylon.
What are those? What are those?
Gift cards. Well, I guess Christmas over, but
Christmas is over.
Bye.
So I didn't wrap them up.
It's okay.
Oh, because you hadn't got him nothing. Okay, I guess so.
Wait, one didn't I thought you said she got me the TV.
She gave you the TV and the light.
Oh, I thought you bought it.
I ain't giving that.
The TV?
Mama bought that off of me.
The TV?
Yeah.
And the lights?
The lights was already on the TV.
Oh, I thought she had sorry y'all. My sister popped up. I'm on YouTube Live.
These people.
That's my friend Tasha. Stop rocking it. Uh-oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's my sister. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's my sister. Do I call you Tiana?
It don't matter.
I call her Jamaica, but her name is Tiana. I don't know what to call. I don't let people call me by my middle name no more.
I got a live that I gotta get on at 8:00. So I'm gonna go.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, we over here on YouTube chopping it up.
Bye though.
Braylon, come back in the house.
Look, I'd be scared of going live, and I'd have been on here with you over an hour.
Go live. But thank you, Tamika. Thank you.
I did.
Tell her thank you again.
You're welcome.
Her birthday coming up too.
I know your birthday coming up.
He wanted to remind me earlier that he got 23 days after his birthday.
Well, I'm 29.
You 29? You turning 30.
I'm turning 27.
You turning 27?
Oh, wait. I have 29 days until my birthday.
Oh, because I had show was like, you finna turn 29. I just completely had skipped. I be forgetting how old my sisters is, but don't tell them.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Go lock the door.
Bye.
Hey, Braylon.
Hello.
He said, hey, he went to lock the door. Turn that light off. I didn't know she was outside. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out what you got. What she got you? Two $25 gift card. $225 Amazon gift card. It must be nice being a kid. Don't nobody bring me nothing.
I ain't that true.
Everybody does bring you licks.
You bring me love. He's talking about I bring you love.
You don't accept my licks. But you accept my love. Explain.
Will you hand me my wallet so I can pay these people? Dang, I got sidetracked. We was talking about the trays. We was talking about SPD. Dang, I forgot what we was talking about. Hold on. Huh? I forgot.
Come in the camera gap and see if Braylon remember you.
Come here, Braylon.
YouTube. She's talking about YouTube.
Yes, that's what. Hey, Gabby. Oh my gosh, she's so big. Do you
Yeah,
remember
she'll be
Gabby?
18.
Do y'all remember her?
No.
30 days.
How?
Braylon's
What
birthday
happened?
coming up. Her birthday in 30 days. Braylon's
Your
birthday.
birthday in 30 days. She Aquarius. You're a
Mhm.
cool Aquarius. Gang, gang.
You remember her, Braylon?
Not at all.
He said no.
Not at all.
He done got big now, huh?
Huh? Christmas for crystals. Oh. She said, did you show I got crystals for Christmas?
You got crystals? Like what kind of crystals? Like stones?
Mm-hmm.
What the name of them is?
It said something chakra.
No,
It's like a
that's
bear.
She
It's a
got
bear
the
on the front.
amethyst. And what else you got?
The
white
amethyst is
one.
purple. That's my favorite one.
And then she got the clear one. What is that?
Quartz.
Quartz. And then the one that looks
One
like
is in the
the
shape
bear.
of a heart.
Right. Go.
Oh, snap. So y'all get.
I know
Your
y'all. That's
sister
her.
is a shorty. Paris said my sister's short. She is short. She's shorter than me. She probably
Say you short, but you what? 5'?
I'm 5'6". Yeah, I'm
Well,
5'6".
that's short for me.
Cause you 5'9", 5'10"?
5'8". I'm just 5'8".
No, but I'm
with
saying
my
5'9".
heels on. I'm
I was thinking with heels. I really was thinking with heels on, like that you towering over me.
Yeah.
I used to want to be 6 feet.
I still want to be 6 feet.
I used to want to be 6 feet. I used to be like, I'm just gonna keep growing. I used to try to will myself taller. Like I used to be like, I'm gonna keep growing. I'm gonna hit another growth spurt. Girl, I started growing. I think I stopped getting taller at like 14. I think I stopped growing at like 14.
But yeah, that's Gabby. She remind me so much of you, small and petite.
Yes, embrace it. Embrace every bit of it as long as you
She's the
can.
same height as you, but she done brought her stuff in here, try to show you.
Where Bug at? What's the? Oh yeah. So amethyst is my favorite one.
She got amethyst. Hold on. And the celestite. Is that how you say it?
Let me see.
No,
right. You know when so when the next moon come, when the next not full moon, but the next new moon come, put them out.
Didn't we have a full one yesterday?
Argonite. The full moon, the new moon just passed. So you got the next one to be full. So you during the full moon, I can see it. I can't say it though. It's aragonite.
The celestite. Clear quartz.
Yeah. Rose quartz.
Rose quartz, and then.
So what it came in like a little gift set.
Yeah, it was in a box.
My sister got that for her for Christmas.
Can you put it in necklaces? Did she get her like a little thing? So if you take her to like,
they kind of big.
They too big to go in like a holder or something. But you can put them in your bra. I wear mine on me. What you mean? I do.
Well, you know, I don't know. You have to educate me on this stuff.
No, I put them on me like for protection.
Look at it.
Oh, that's what he mean. He said she's. Wait a minute, Paris. Back the fuck up. Look. Sorry, Gabby. Cover your ears. No, you can't even look at her. Look, don't be looking at her. Look, you gonna make me mad by my sister.
That's how I be by mine. Look, you don't even look at my children. I be
like, no, don't look at her. She completely off limits. She's off limits. No. What else? Oh, but yeah, you can wear them because they have different properties, right? So they do different things. So you can keep them on your person, but I would put them in the. You got to charge them. Charging them.
She done walked out, so she gonna have to call you so you can educate her.
Well, okay, but when the next not the full moon, but the next new moon comes, she could put them outside to charge them.
Outside the house.
Yes, in the outside, so they can get charged by the moon.
And then what they do?
It gives them more energy.
She back in here. Come here.
It recharges their energy because they all have different energy.
I gotta know.
Huh?
About that. Look at the book I bought today.
It give you they have energy vibration, so you recharge them by putting them in the moon.
And don't you recharge them by you can use like the water from like you can put like water next to your window and wait till like I guess
I'm sure they. I'm
like
sure
that.
not.
Oh, that's moon water.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, matter of fact, my sister in Aquarius too. Oh, we were just talking about that, wasn't it? So Gabby's birthday on when? On February. It's February.
It's supposed to be in February, baby. She came a couple days early. She's the 31st.
The 31st. So my sister's is the 30th, and then Braylon's is on the 24th. And so all y'all kind of weird, just in your own cool little way. Cause he definitely a little bit strange.
He reminds me of him and Adriana, just like the same. I think that's why they click so well. He didn't like Gabby so much. He didn't like Gabby.
Really?
He did not. Gabby's like, usually kids, she was in her feelings too. Usually little kids love me. I said, oh.
Well, now so he got she met one kid that's because y'all probably similar and don't like it. Just
him and Bug into the same stuff though.
They the same, yeah. They closer to the same age.
And they like, I don't know what game they were playing, but they
probably Roblox.
Yeah.
He still play Roblox. He play Fortnite, girl. He be games on my doggone phone. Yeah. She be on Fortnite.
Don't she be playing Fortnite? Yeah.
Yeah, he I gotta throw this card away. He love Fortnite. I don't be like I still don't know how to damn shoot.
Why you looking like that?
Cause I was just asking. I didn't know that you would get a book like this.
Exactly. I said today my ancestors.
This the book that I was talking about. Actually, this the book.
Yeah, it's teaching on pretty much the same thing.
The same stuff.
You just look funny. I'm surprised you got this book.
Why? I'll be like,
she gonna be in there burning sage in a minute, Gabby. You gonna start burning sage in there.
She's talking about don't knock it till you try it, but this is the one I got today. Can you see it?
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, it's probably. Oh, I don't know who that is. Is that I definitely don't know who that author is.
Yeah.
No, you got to read it and tell me. I started reading this. I ain't finished. I started it and I ain't picked it back up yet. But I need something entertaining. Like that it's so deep. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's just so deep. You gotta kind of got to go deep with it. And sometimes I just don't be wanting to be deep shit. Sometimes I just be wanting to be like YouTube, Netflix, and chill, right?
Right.
Dang, I forgot what we was talking about. Oh,
that's okay.
I hate when that happened. I had a good one too. I can't even remember what it was. I don't know. I think we did a pretty good live. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be asking you guys. Hold on. Oh, we talked about the nails, the money. Oh, it's in my phone. I think we pretty much covered everything. What you got? What you think we should be talking about right now? Any tips? Anything that you want to share?
We were talking about how to deal with salty older.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes, right. That was the one. That was the good one.
Surgeons.
Yeah, the surgeons, and that was one of the questions too. The girl did ask. She did say that she was like mean doctors or techs that don't want you. They act like they don't want you in the room.
Right. As far as the tech wise, like I said, my M2 set up a whole little different. When I walk in the room, I demand the respect, and not too many people try me. Let's just say, and I don't think I'm bad.
I will say that, and that's what I used to tell people too. To like, don't be so scared. Like, if you knew, that's different. It's different. Well, it's different because you got people that's there because they're new, so they don't know anything. So you can't like once you get more established, then you can come in with like a certain type of energy. Right. But at the beginning, you really don't know shit. Like you really don't know.
Right.
And so you kind of, I just say, because you do be wanting, like, sometimes you do kind of have to, like, put your foot down because people just will try to run. They will try you. Like, they will. And once they, like, even if you knew, you want to be able to set the boundaries that you not no pushover because they will try to push you over, but you still want to be open.
You could tell people off in a tactical, tag and professional,
right? Like nice, nasty,
right? You can let them know like this. First of all, this ain't got nothing to do with the case,
right?
Right.
But you're not going to be talking to me no any kind of way. You can call a whole surgical timeout. Honestly, is what you could do.
I did before.
Girl, like that'll set the whole room. Like they looking like, did she really just call a surgical timeout? Surgical time the fuck out. Like let's. Oh, Gabby, you know I'm in her.
Right. I didn't do surgery time up, but I backed the hell up, dropped the instrumentation down, folded my arm across my chest. Now let me see you scramble through all this. Keep the time with this patient under anesthesia and perform this surgery successfully without me.
Right.
Like,
Since
they
you
can't
want to
do
be
it
like
without
how
me.
you want to be.
So they'll get the point. Sometimes you just got to talk to the surgeon like, hey, I don't look like what you talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Let's not make this thing
I done
stressful.
had some of them come. I done had one or two of them come back and apologize, but apologies don't do nothing for me. Like, I don't really give a fuck about your apology. Like, don't be sorry. You should have not said it. Like, the damage is done.
Exactly, because you done messed up the whole energy in the room. Now
Yeah, it does.
I'm scrambling
It make you feel like you stupid, like you done attacked my whole person. You know,
right.
No, that's true though. Like, I don't like being bullied, but what I will say is that it is the attitude in the OR is very. It's like rough a little bit because you have to be clear on what you communicate, and so sometimes people not gonna say things as nice as you might want them to say, but it still shouldn't be disrespect.
Right.
Hey, Fatima. It still shouldn't be no disrespect. We ain't tolerating disrespect, and you can let them know that I will make sure to not be back in your room again.
Right.
Like we'll just let the administrators know why I don't want to. Like, I'm not comfortable in your room. I've said that to people before. Like, I'm not comfortable with him. I don't like how he's talked to me. I don't like the condescending shit. Like, I'm not trying to. I don't want to have to be in here doing my best and you being condescending because
at the end of the day, it's a need for scrub techs. Like, you wouldn't be able to do this surgery without them. The job wouldn't exist if you can do this surgery without
me. Right. Yeah, no, they just
you need to respect everybody in the room so that this can be done and the smooth transition, get the patient in, get the patient out without any harm to them, the tech, anybody else.
Oh, it's not. They got a little
they want to make you want to break scrub and whoop their ass.
And honestly, not even just like it's the tech, like the doctors. I think they have to get more used to you, but they feed off of the other tech. So if a tech come in and say you don't know what you're doing, she telling the doctor he been working with 3 or 4 years that you the new person and you don't know what you're doing. That's kind of gonna make the doctor come at you a little bit like, you don't know what you're doing. So, but the tech is what I would say. Catch them in the locker room and confront them like that. don't confront them in front of like don't be the aggressor in front of everybody. Be smart about it, But no, I don't like it. I don't like bullying. I would say for some people to go to human resources, but I don't think human resources is the answer. What I'm telling people to do from now on is go get a lawyer and file a formal complaint against the person, not the hospital. You go and you could do a whole harassment or bullying charge to that individual. So if it's a doctor, you can actually go get a lawyer or go get legal counsel and bring up bullying, harassing charges on them. And they might ask you, like, did you go to the human resources? And you can easily be like, I didn't feel comfortable with going to human resources. So I went, and honestly, it seemed extreme, but you sometimes have to be extreme because I don't trust human resources because they're there to protect the staff, the doctors who are bringing them in thousands and millions of dollars. That's who the hospital is there to protect. So I would say before you go run to human resources, probably do it out, like go to a lawyer or something and do it that way so they know you're not playing those games. Like take and keep notes of keep like a record of what happened, the day it happened, the time it happened, what room you was in, what case it was in, who was in the room with you. Like write all that shit down.
One thing Navy taught us is proper documentation.
I'm trying to tell you, boy. They be like, what made you think that? Because that's what I was told today. Be like, you gotta write everything down. When did it happen? Who was in the room? What was you doing? Shit, damn near what the temperature was outside. You gotta write everything down. But it's gonna cover your ass though. At the end of the day, you covered. Your butt is covered. And people, they'll try to handle you if they think you don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
And we out here, we know better. Shit, I know better. And so one thing I will say is you got to be they're making me put, girl, these people, they making me give a tip. Oh my God, hold on, let me do it again. Oh, I keep using the wrong card. That card is canceled. They got me. I told you they got into my they got into my account. They got into my somebody hacked my card. Like, ain't that some sad shit? Like, people.
I got a voicemail yesterday on my phone saying somebody charged something $1,487, $1,487.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, and then when I check my account, of course I go straight to my bank. Like I get links. Somebody charged this to my what is it called? Not the Cash App. What's the thing? PayPal account.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of clicking the link to go direct to it, I just go directly to my bank account and my PayPal account to make sure it didn't happen. So I'm thinking maybe if you click that link, somebody.
Yeah, don't click the link. Don't click, because the link normally, because I have Square, right? Mm-hmm. And so if somebody what happened is they'll say a customer has requested a refund of $1,500 or something. First of all, ain't nobody spending that kind of money with me at one time, so ain't nobody requesting that. And two, I don't follow the link that they sent me, but you can open, if you look at the email in the address bar. Mm-hmm. It's normally not PayPal.com or Square.com. It's normally some other shit. And so that's when I realized that people really was scamming, but ain't nobody ever like got a hold of my card, girl. And I just felt so like, I can't believe you like broke people out here really just like
and smart about going about doing it. Like,
girl, they ordered $100 worth of DoorDash
on your card.
And DoorDash sent me the notification like your food is almost ready, and my card let me know that it had been processed. And so I called DoorDash to try to cancel the order, and it was already like processed. And then I called the company because they ordered a pickup. You know, with DoorDash is normally delivery, but you can order a pickup. Like you can just place it and then go get it. And so that's what they had done. And I called the company. I was like, did y'all even verify that the people that was picking up the food was the person that had name on the order? Girl, they ain't do none of that. None of that. So I just paid for it. But what happened was they ended up putting the money back on my card, but I had to get a whole nother card.
Damn.
Yeah, people out here really on some scam. Like they really scamming. Like they really scamming out here. And it's sad because you just think you work so hard for your money. Like who wants somebody to be taking your money?
Exactly.
I'm still trying to order this pizza. Ain't that sad? He gonna be I'm hungry, so I know he finna be hungry. So I'm trying to think what else I got. I feel like I'm missing something. Let me see. Hold on, I got my phone in my hand. I want to ask you, I'm gonna go to this. Let me pay for this real quick, and then I'm gonna go over to my Instagram account and see. I'm pretty sure there's some questions over there on it. Is that it? I must be putting it in wrong. Oh, yeah. The damn expiration date. Boy, people be slow sometimes. My little brain just don't be working. There we go. I was like, what's wrong with this card? Don't play with me, girl. I'm about to have to call you and say, hey, we got to cancel this one too. Okay. So, that's what I need to find. Let's see what's on Instagram. There we go. And then I guess that's, I got one. What you think about dating coworkers?
Don't shit where you eat at. Ever.
Say that.
Ever.
Say that. Say that shit. Say it. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's gonna be tempting too. It's gonna be tempting. It's gonna be somebody that you're gonna be cool with them because y'all work together.
Right.
Right. And so, but yeah, if it go bad, Even if it don't go bad, because y'all might have a bad day, or like y'all might be beefing, and everybody at work gonna know it.
Right. That's true.
Even when you having like a disagreement, between the two of you, if you go to work and you working with your boo, and y'all
right. You gotta go
beefing
home
in the car and stuff.
That's too much. That's too much.
It's a whole lot.
You gotta go home with them, wake up, go to work with them, deal with work issues with them, come home. Don't shit where you eat at. It's best.
Okay, so this guy say, hey, so this is Danny Ramirez. He asked me this. Damn, it's been a long time ago, but here, it was like in December. Hi there, just wanted to ask you about SPD. Do you recommend the field? And by any chance, do you know how much they start tax off with? Thank you. So how much do they start SPD tax off with?
Well, it all depends on your location.
And your experience too, right?
Experience, right.
So what's it like what you think like a ballpark?
Well, here outside of the contract company and working with the VA hospital with little experience, like the hospital here, Shands, I hear they don't pay them a lot at all coming on. I think they max out as a lead at 17. Exactly. And they work way harder than what we do. I was like,
they max out at 17?
From what this lady, well, I think she retired. I think she was at 20 an hour. But she was working there
at $20 an hour.
She was maxed out as a lead. I think she was about $20 an hour, I think. And I don't even think she was that much. I have to double check with her. But she was working there and with the VA before she retired over with that hospital. But contractors coming in to Shands and everywhere else, like I said, they could start off from $23 on up. And the traveling techs, I think the most I've heard somebody say they make is close to $30 an hour. That's here in Central Florida, which is small country. And now down in Miami and other places, it may be more.
I think even in St. Pete, it seemed like it go up a little bit down there as well. Like St. Petersburg and
So it definitely depends on your location, but I couldn't do SPD for no 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, $17.
$20. Like who want to work for? If they hiring surgical tech, that's the SPD tech. They would be hiring an SPD tech, not a surgical tech to do SPD.
Right.
Because I don't know too many surgical techs that's gonna work for that. Unless they fresh out of school or something and like just looking for a way in or something like that. But
like I said, I haven't worked in the OR since the military. And when I came to do sterile processing, I went straight back to government. So the pay was a whole lot more than what they would do.
The regular person. Right. And that's why they asked me how much I made when I came out. I was just like, I came out with experience and I came out as a vet. So they paid me a little bit more, but they still wasn't really trying to like, shit, they can't give me $30 an hour if everybody only making like 22, 23, right. So it's not going to work like that. And so that's why I went traveling. Cause I was like, well, shoot, now I can't even get to $30 in Florida without traveling. Like there, you can't even do it. So I was just like, okay, I'll pick up these contracts, here and there or whatever. But they you can't even hit $30 an hour here without being under a contract or something like that. And so when you did it for like anything past 10 years, you're gonna want more than $22, $23 because you got so much experience.
Right.
And experience is like knowledge is money. So they're not trying to pay you for your knowledge. Then you got to go to somewhere else. I be telling people to not stay at one facility more than 2 years. I tell them to go. But Paris told me today, his company, he didn't tell me where he work at. So we ain't gonna. I know it's in New York, but they pay you after a certain amount of years. I think he said they give you a $5 increase. But like, I think he said like 1 to 2 years. It wasn't like a long period of time, But most places, when you get a raise, your raise is like 10 cents, 25 cents. It's not like $1. And so in order to get the most out of your like area, I would leave. I would go from one hospital and maybe stay there for a couple years and then go to another one. So you can take your experience and actually get paid for the experience, but you still gonna get capped, like what we talk about. That's why we say make sure you're doing like either you're gonna go back to school or you're gonna have a hustle so you can actually like exit.
Right.
Because even with me, like I'll just say the hustling part just put money in my pocket. And when it was putting money in my pocket, my mind, the way that I was moving at work changed. I don't have to take this call. I'm not, well, not call, but I don't have to come to work because I'd have made, you know, a couple $100 at home on my own time and less time, and it's not taxed. And my, you know, like it's just, it was a better shit deal for me. It just made more sense. So that's why I be telling people to do something outside of whatever you're doing, but do have a job. You still need a job. So I picked surgical tech as a good job because you're making money. Even SPD, like you, if you do surgical tech and just do SPD, like then you can choose between which like if you're doing traveling for sure, then you can choose which traveling positions you want to take. But if you have more money, if you have money coming in from different avenues and different streams, then your mind is different and you're gonna behave differently. Like you're not in this I need this job mentality. $5. Yeah, but I forgot how long you supposed to be taking a nap.
Right. You should have stayed on.
You should have just stayed right. Oh, 2 years. He said that 2 years take a 2 years $5 nap. $5 nap. 2 years, and then you get $5 more. So that's good because they actually paying you for the experience that you earned while you were there.
So most that's like a probationary period that you do. You come in as a lower pay grade. We would say a lower pay grade because of the government. And then after you get that experience and signed off on whatever areas they put you up to what they actually make for the hospital. Is that how that works? Or
I don't know. I know at most hospitals you ain't getting no $5 raise. I know that.
Exactly. So is that they brought you on because you were inexperienced in they let you, go through the little probationary period, the training, and then once you get past that, you get the $5 raise?
He said in 2 years. So I think his probation is probably 90 days, right? But I think 2 years, that's fair though, because you should learn something in 2 years, right?
You should be able to learn
everything, right? At least most depending on how big the hospital is, you should be, pretty sufficient in that area. But because they know if they don't give you that $5 though, people like me gonna go somewhere else to get it. I'ma leave. I'm going where the money at. It's not always about the money, but when you're doing your surgical tech, it's up to me. It's business. So if you ain't paying me, if I can go down the street and get $3 or $4 more, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Now, everybody else might not do that. People, they start loving their coworkers and they stay. And so I be loving my coworkers too, but y'all better follow me on Instagram or YouTube or somewhere like that. Like, I'm gonna love you from over here. So Area say, do you think advanced surgical procedures is a hard class? I don't know if that's a class. Is that a class?
That sounds like a school trying to get some extra money off of you.
I don't know if that's a class area. I can't help you if you're scared. Like that's just something you're gonna have to work on. Okay, this is my plan. Be a scrub tech for 2 years and choose plastic surgery as my specialization. Go back to become a certified nurse anesthetist. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I don't know if you might not want to specialize in plastics though.
And even with the nurse anesthetist, you're gonna have to go to nursing school.
You got to be a nurse.
You're gonna have to do a certain amount of hours.
It's a whole. You have to have a bachelor's degree. Then you have to have a critical care experience. So not only do you have to you got to go to nursing school. But we talked about this on here. I've talked about this with Ari before. I actually looked it up for her, the nurse anesthetist part. But you have to do the bachelor's degree. Then you got to do 1 to 2 years of critical care.
Right.
Preferably in the ICU is what it said, and then And then do the a program, the CRNA program.
Yeah, my lips dry, girl. I had to put something
So
on.
it's long. My lip, I done chewed out my lipstick. But you have it's about an 8-year process to be a nurse anesthetist. So I mean, but they're making money though. They damn sure making money. They're making almost a half a, some of them a quarter of a, they're making a lot of money. They're making like a quarter of what is it, like a $250,000 a year to $500,000 a year, depending on the location and what they're doing.
Yep, they make a lot of money, but you got to be really focused and dedicated.
I'm scared to take
for that.
Yeah, and they got a lot of responsibility too. The money come with responsibility.
Yep. If anything go wrong with that patient while they under,
they got to deal with the drugs and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Your license, your everything, your all that time you do gone.
Right. Hold on, man.
I know. I seen. He was an anesthesiologist though. He got walked out. The drug count kept coming up in labor and delivery. And they walked right on out the door. What he said, it's the 500. Fatima say it's the 500,000 for me. Yeah, that 500,000 sound good, but man, that responsibility, I don't want that. I don't want to be in school that long either, because that's just like I be thinking of like when I had to learn the little bit of medicine that we have to learn with the drugs and the complications and all of that stuff. Like that's part. They're real. Like that's what they have to do.
Right.
But you also don't. Pick your own specialty area. Yeah. That is true. You can, I guess you can pick your specialty though, right? Like you can oh, it's a delay. We delayed.
Yeah, it's a delay.
I don't know how the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the internet. Wireless probably. Maybe if I get closer to the ooh, man. Get closer to it. Look at this head. I need to go in there and wash my hair.
I like it. They look like they got thicker. Did you twist them together?
I put some of them together. I did. When I retwisted them a couple months, when I retwisted it last month, I combined them. So all of them got like 2.
And you know I want to start.
And I really could have combined more of them because it's still a lot. Like it still feel like a lot of lots on my not like it's heavy, but when I went to retwist, it took me like an hour.
Yeah.
And I just felt like that was too long.
You know I want locks, but I don't want to go through the ugly stage.
Girl, look at my ugly stage. We rocking it.
But you cute with yours. Like right now my puff is like, you know, it's out there. When I straighten my hair, it's like down here, but
then lock it. My hair was like this long when I locked it. This like matter of fact, it was, well, you can't see it now, but it was like probably like that size.
Yeah.
It was real small. It was so sad. It was so tiny. But I had shaved it all off.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was breaking off and I didn't know what was wrong with it back here in the back. And come to find out I was vitamin D deficient. And so then I started taking the pills and sitting outside. Like now I purposely sit outside a lot longer just so I don't go through that again. But it's thickening up now though. Like I like it. I like it like nappy though. Like I like it. I don't really care for a retwist, but I did retwist it just to make sure that it don't be thinning at the roots in the back. So I needed to retwist the back. And when I retwisted the back, I was just like, well, I can't just have the back retwisted. So I did the whole thing. And so that's what we got going on now. But you can see the retwist, like,
I like them. They look good.
You like them? I like them too. Shit. This is probably the easiest hairstyle I ever had. But like that's where I retwisted, and so all of that's right there, new growth.
Yeah.
But yeah, girl, I looked at a wig. I got a wig in my closet still, just in case I feel like I want to throw one out. But I probably won't wear no wig.
I'm sick of, I like my braids, my faux locks, and these.
I promise you, if you like put some 2-strand twists in it one day and just let them stay in there. And then I used to scarf my hair up. Like I would just wear, if you go back to any of these videos for like months, I was wearing like a scarf. Yeah. And then I kind of started like, I was just like, forget it. Like I'm just gonna wear it, and then it's just gonna be what it is.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Thank you, girl. I'm looking kind of like I was looking at my pictures the other day. I was like, man, I do miss my braids though. I had some really pretty braids in, and I was like, damn, it was really pretty too. Like it was long and straight and black. And I was just like, and then they had the little curly stuff on the end. So I was feeling them, but I'm not gonna put them in there because
the last set of stuff I put in my head. I'm surprised. Like I told you before, I think I'm allergic to the hair.
Oh, right. Did you rinse it with apple cider vinegar?
I didn't do it with this, and I didn't break out with these ones. So
it might be you should find out what the brand is.
I got it on Amazon, so I'm gonna go back and get some more.
Or at least find out, because they might have like a cankalon, like a braid in hair too. So maybe maybe you could use that brand. But yeah, my scalp, I told you my scalp went ham. I put that I was doing not the knotless braids. And when you do the knotless braids, you need that paste to kind of like smooth it, so you can make your part straight. And girl, like my scalp, oh my God, it was so bad. It was just like, but I wasn't gonna take them out. I was like, we gonna work through this because I had spent too much time on putting them in to take them out. And so, but yeah, this is what we working with. So shoot. But my sister now, like the one who just came over here, she had a wig ponytail thing on. She like all of that long ass she had like 30-some inches of hair in her hair right now. I mean, it was cute, but it's just like it's a lot of hair in your hair right now.
Once you get to a certain age, she'll grow out of that. We all used to like that stuff.
Yeah, you right. But I just be like, golly, it's just so much. Like 30, do you really need 30-something inches of hair?
That's what Gabby just ordered her. I don't even know why she won't.
Right, because she got some pretty hair. But it's because she growing up in this time and this is what everybody else doing.
But the child hair in the middle of her back, it comes like to her waist when it's straightened out. But she
don't want to wear it.
She want to wear 30-inch hair for her birthday. I said, okay, that's your money. You do what you want to do.
But just for her birthday. Hi, Dr. I want to call you Dr. Omar. Hi, Omar. How are you? He's a PA. Do you want to pop on? Do you want to hop on live with us? I won't be on here that long. You can say no if you want to. I know that I haven't gotten back to you but as far as interviewing you, but you more than welcome to hop on if you want to right now, or we can schedule something for tomorrow. Oh, sure, he says. I like it when they say yes to me, Tasha. I ain't even lying. Ain't that right, Paris? Paris had to learn that today. I like it when I like it, yes. Okay, there go the link right there, Omar. All you have to do is click on it. You can do it on your phone, or you can do it on what you on your phone, Tasha, or you can do it on your laptop.
I'm on my phone.
It worked easier. It was pretty easy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she is a shorty. You better stop talking about my sister, Paris. We gonna have to fight. I fight big dudes too now. Paris probably like, because he already told me he got long arms, so he'll probably be like trying to hold me, like like
get back.
He probably be like, get your behind over there, sit down, trying to fight this big old behind man. Paris, I'll fight you about my sister now. You better watch it. You too old for her. Look, you too old for her. I said, well, maybe not. Yeah, you got about 12 years on me. You're a little bit aged.
Yeah.
But that's how I like it. I like mine about 10 years older than me, so I do.
No, baby. What are you doing? Hmm?
I do.
No. What do you need clear tape for?
Who are you talking to, Bub? Not
Miss
be mean to
Kiara.
her. Let her get the tape.
I ain't being mean. I don't have any to give her. But what you
What
need
you
to
need
put
to
in
take?
stickers if it's stickers?
Oh my goodness. I almost want to do a whole nother live for him. Okay, I like supporting sisters and brothers doing positive things. Yes, no, thank you. Come on. You more than welcome to pop on. Paris, you should have just stayed on with us. You in the chat. You supposed to be asleep right now. He can't go to sleep now.
How many subscribers you got? I don't know. You got subscribers? You got a
Wait,
YouTube
you
channel?
want to shout out her YouTube channel? I've got
What you
to
do on
get.
your YouTube?
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's
No
editing.
worries. I got to get to work. God bless you both. I think that meant no.
Is that?
Look, I think that meant no. May the good Lord grant you blow. Oh, thank you. So what is kind of weird right now that I didn't see on the text the thing coming in.
Come on.
But I forgot what we was even talking about. Oh, we were talking about hair. Hey Gad, hey Bud.
Hi.
Oh, look, I seen that one eyeball. Don't be weird. You can come on camera.
It's inverted.
Oh, look at her hair. You cut her hair?
No, it ain't cut.
What you did? Oh, I was finna say. I was sure finna come for your mama because I just seen a little piece in the front. Look at her, all that hair on her head. Your children got a hair full of hair.
She has a lot of hair.
She got a lot of hair.
Now it's starting to go back to its fro.
Put some flexi rods in it to straighten, to keep it a little bit straight.
We have to go get some. The ones I have are real big, like real big.
I mean, they'll still keep it'll give it a bump. It just won't give it a curl.
Yeah.
I be telling like to put the flexi rods in and like stretch out the you know her.
Oh, I wanted to show Braylon. See if you don't remember, y'all.
He on the game right now. I hear him in there fussing.
She just come from downstairs on the game.
She play Fortnite.
You play Fortnite, Bo? Sometimes. What you playing now?
Roblox.
Who?
Genshin Impact. They don't got Roblox on PS4.
Oh, he had the Xbox.
He played. Oh, there he go right there.
Braylon, come here, Bub.
Come here, Braylon.
He got so big.
Come over here.
Hell, look at your hair. You remember?
Look
Bub?
at all of that on his head.
Really?
Say hey to Bud. Y'all know Bud. Come to the camera.
They had a dog last time, Bub. He was out.
We had 2 dogs last time. One died.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
Yep.
And now we only got
That boy. You don't remember Bud?
no.
Really?
You said no.
He don't remember. I remember Bud.
You do, I know.
You remember Bub from the belly.
When she was in your mama, when you was in the womb. You was in the womb.
She just turned.
Here comes that salt. We're talking about here comes the salt. Look, when Paris come to Florida, I'm gonna have to hurt him. He think I'm salty. I ain't salty. But I will fight you about my sister. Look.
Adriana,
you supposed to be asleep. Look, he could have just stayed on with us and chopped it up where he ate his food.
Right. We weren't gonna ask food.
I know. Well, he said he ordered breakfast, but I don't he didn't say what kind of breakfast he was ordering. But now so I don't even I'm gonna have to write down some more I'm gonna have to come get some more questions for my hold on, I think I got an idea. Dang, my phone going dead though. Oh, how can people get on at the VA? Is it hard to get on it?
The VA wants you to have experience. especially with nursing. You got to have like 2 to 3 years or more of experience. For our department, like we about to start hiring some folk now. We just did interviews for nurses, like a coordinator, RME coordinator for nurses. Next week we're doing interviews for supervisor in one of the locations in Florida, and then we're about to hire some MSTs. Just experience and certification right now with the chief that I'm working with now. She wants
you to have experience as
have experience, and you'll come in. I don't know how much a GS6 start off with.
What's the GSC? It's like a
we go by pay grade, so you go
right. But so I think when I did my little stint at the VA, I was a GS5.
So I think a 6,
and that probably was like $30,000.
Right. So I think they I have to look it up real fast. I have to look it up. I think they start off with like $19-20 an hour, I want to say.
But they mostly want vets, or you think they okay with whoever got experience?
It's whoever got experience, because it's only like in my department, it's probably like maybe 4 vets.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And we got a staff of over all the 5 locations. We got a staff of, and Gainesville is probably like 4 or 5 vets. But we cover Lake City, Tallahassee, Jacksonville.
Good night, Paris. Paris, say good night, y'all.
Good night.
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
But USA Jobs, that's how you go on.
Right, that's why I would always go look. I don't have no services going on. Hold on, I was trying to get GSC. Oh, 43. 33. 33 to 43,000.
Because you get locality pay. So I don't think I got to start off with 33,000. I think that's
it's 33 to 43. Like step 1. No, GSCs. Oh, you said it was a 5. They're 5.
No, they come on at 6. Now people with no experience, they bring them on with 5 S5s, and they have a
that's 30,000.
And they go up to the 6. And that's Gainesville, because it go by locality. They get a locality.
It just say federalpay.org.
Yeah.
It just say federalpay.org. But then this other one say the same thing. It's just if you live in an area that has a higher cost of living, then you're gonna get paid a little bit more. Okay, then. So you don't miss being in the OR, though, do you?
At all. At all.
I miss it sometimes. Not right now.
Like I said, as a gym, I don't want to say if it's Gemini, it could just be me. I get bored easily. Like I need that challenge. Like right now,
I think going traveling did that for me. If I was to travel, traveling
right.
Kind of pushed, made it to where it was a change of pace, because I was getting antsy. Sometimes I get antsy too. That might have something to do with being military. Well, I feel like for me, being growing up military and then being going into the military, that we was just used to being moving.
I think that's it. I think that might be it, because even outside of the military, since I've been out, I done relocated every 4 to 5 years. So
you probably do just need that
and then I'm coming up on my 5th year here, and I'm ready to go.
It's time to go. Yeah, it's because you're bored now. It's time for you to do. But we programmed to move every 3-4 years. Right. So that's what that is. But I'm the same. Right now, I'm ready to move, but I know that I only pay. The house ain't great, but it's only $1,000.
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find nothing like this without actually buying something.
Right.
For this price. And so I'm kind of hesitant on moving, but I'm definitely trying to get me a piece of land. That's on the
right.
I'm confused what he was saying. That money is to keep you from leaving. Correct. That money is to keep you from leaving. I'm confused on that, huh? I don't know what he's talking
about. Commented on the.
No, this it's Paris, but it was on my phone, and because I had sent him the phone number earlier, but he might have texted me trying to text somebody else because I didn't understand what the text was. Look at my guy.
Oh, he tired. He had a long day.
Girl, he ain't did nothing but eat shit and sleep all day.
That's what my sister dog is. He's so lazy.
Look at how he looking. He actually like a really good dog though. He hunts. He's like a hunting dog. Like I wish I had more like places for him to go and hunt the
Not Diesel.
He don't want to, but see that's how Chili was. So Diesel is a pit though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Chili was. So I thought he was a pit, kind of like how she was, but he mixed. Him's the mutt. Yeah, him's the mutt.
Look.
Girl. And he be sitting up. He be looking so proud. I like him though. He pretty good dog. He annoying a little bit because he follow me everywhere. I can't go to the bathroom. I can't go to the refrigerator. I can't go to the oven, to the microwave. If I go in that kitchen, he right on me because he like, oh, she's gonna get something to eat, and I want some of that. And I don't really like it. What you think about traveling surgical techs getting an RV? Or what you think about RV life in general?
Like that's something I want to do when I'm retired.
When you retired?
Or at least when my kids out the house, like gone.
They're not gonna go nowhere.
Look, Gabby out the door already.
No, she ain't. She'll be back. What?
She might be back, but I said that I wanted to take a job overseas once I get them off and going to college.
Why they can't come with you?
Because they need to be going to school and going to college.
They can go overseas.
No.
They can come to Africa. Y'all come to Africa. Let's go to Africa.
You still going this year?
I want to, but I'm worried about this whole once they get this situation a little more under control, then I'll probably try to make a move. But I ain't getting no vaccine to go nowhere.
I was just about to ask you, are you getting the vaccine? Girl, they're doing it at my job right now, and they asked me if I want to get it. Hell no.
No, you don't. You seen that black girl get Bell's palsy from getting hers, and she was a nurse. And then what happened to the nurse that passed out on the TV?
Right.
There we go. Hold on, that's the pizza. Yeah. Hang on, I'm coming. Yes, buddy. Man, you know what I didn't get though, and that was the whole reason me calling this particular company. I wanted a salad. I forgot to order the damn salad. Hi. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, that's thank you. There you go. Here you go. Have a good evening. You too. Thanks, oh, good, he did. I knew it with that salad. I ordered the ranch, but I didn't order the pepperoni. No, I didn't order the Hold on. Hey, I ordered the ranch, but I didn't order the salad. Wow. Go ahead and go wash your hands. Wash your hands. You want a son?
I do. You know what? I'll take him in a heartbeat.
You can have him. He come potty trained, and he can clean up a little bit.
I'll say the bathroom.
He can kind of clean up.
For what? Get one of my pop rocks.
I forgot what I was asking you. I was talking to you about something.
What's in that bag? Oh. What'd y'all eat?
Pizza.
She not talking to you. You heard
pizza.
Girl, that pizza smell good, so it's fresh.
Did you eat something else, bud?
Go get a plate.
Arby's way early today.
Ooh, I ain't had Arby's in so long.
About 1 o'clock. We ate since 12, 1 o'clock.
She hungry.
I'm sure she done snacked on something downstairs because she would have been saying, I'm hungry.
I know I'm hungry. I'm getting me some of that pizza. Well, Tasha. Well, Tash.
Oh, don't do me like that. Don't call my name.
Don't you hate when people know so much?
I know.
Well, Tash. I seen this guy the other day. He was a Marine. I thought about your brother, and I was just like, as soon as I thought about this thing, I wrote, look, I did that, but that's your brother. So, but look, I just thought about him because I don't really know like a handful of Marines, and so when I see other Marines, like clearly like the ones that I know gonna come close the door and come your dog. Then I thought about him, and I was just like, oh, so mad at him. Not really mad at him, but just annoyed. Just annoyed.
He annoys everybody.
But I do miss my friend. I just wish it was just different. But
I thought you was talking about me. Oh,
I miss you too. I talk to you though. I don't even want to talk to him. I mean,
good. Keep it that way. Don't talk to him.
I'm not gonna talk to him. But you can tell him I said hey.
I will never.
It's like psych. You can just be like, he often say hey, even though she's still not your friend.
Hey, he probably be watching your stuff.
I don't think so. I had him blocked for. I was mad at you. We ain't gonna get into all that, but I had him blocked. Like,
I wouldn't blame you.
Cause that was my friend. Like I felt like we was friends, you know, but I guess I'm a little naive to certain things sometimes, so I'll be knowing, but we ain't gonna get into that on here. Cause that's your brother. That's why you can't, that's why y'all, but I am like not messing with your brother, but that's why you don't mess with your friend. But we ain't mess around. So, but that's why you know though.
Period. Because when things go sour, I don't know, because me and my friend, we still friends. Can't say names on because people still married.
Oh, yeah, don't call me. Look, we ain't gonna do it. But no, you can still, like, I was cool. Your brother was cool. We ain't never do nothing, but I still was surprised that certain things happened, played out the way that it did.
All you had to do was ask me.
Yeah, but you always was like,
no.
You was like, don't talk to him. Like, he ain't know. You was already like that, but we was cool. We weren't really messing around though. Not to say
Gemini. That he's a Gemini too, and we know how to draw you in. And we know how to draw you in.
And then drop.
I wouldn't say drop, but we get bored easily.
He didn't drop. Like, it was just like I can't remember what our last conversation was really about, but I remember just telling him like we're not friends.
It's probably best that way.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I be. It's like mourning when you lose people that you really consider like.
I know, I'm going through that right now with a friend. Like,
you mourning a friendship.
You all the way down when it got married on me, and now you trying to come around and be friends again. No.
Oh no, we can't be friends. He's trying to be your friend. Hold on, I'm coming. Mm-hmm. No. He's trying to be your friend.
Right.
He got to be, no. He can be, no, I said, he can be your wife, his friend, his wife friend.
That's what I told him. That's what I just told him the other day. I was like, if your wife and I can't be friends along with our friendship, then that means you had other motives behind it all, you know. He pretty much told me how he felt. Don't care what nobody else say a thing. And I said, so now you disrespecting me, trying to make me the other woman.
The side hoe.
Like, that's disrespectful. He was like, no, it's not like that. I'm not. And then you try to backpedal. I'm not trying to have you be. No, we can't even be friends.
He like if he ain't trying to. No, fuck that. Yes, he is. He gonna let it go as far as you let it go.
Right.
And then what he gonna tell you is that you already knew what it was.
And I'm too grown and too good of a woman. So I can be your friend if all three of us can be friends.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't introduce me to your wife, then that means you have some alternative.
And if you sneaking on the phone talking to me, we don't got to sneak. I ain't got to sneak to talk to you.
Right. That's what I told him. So yesterday he called and I was like, I'm about to block you again.
Mm-hmm. I had somebody call me earlier today. They're not married though. Mm-hmm. But it was still like, I don't have the energy.
Right.
I was just like, because the wrong people will pull you down to a place where you don't really want to go.
Right.
And sometimes that's just them. You know, that's just how they operate. And so he probably was calling to say Happy New Year, but send me a text.
Right.
I ain't got the energy to be trying to figure out people these days. Like, not no dude, not no grown man.
And he was a good, good friend.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like that, and then you got to mourn the whole friendship.
Right. And then there's another one. I'm gonna talk to you about that one offline.
Offline, we finna get off anyway.
But when I see his wife on point, and you know I don't like to fight, I don't mess with nobody. I keep to myself.
No, you can't fight her.
Oh, I'm gonna walk the dog. Maybe I shouldn't say that on live, self-incriminating.
You got, I ain't heard nobody say that in so long. She must have called you.
Girl, when I say we're gonna talk offline, she making something that it was never.
I done been called all kind of stuff, but it was something. But it wasn't me.
It was never. And it ain't me.
Right.
It's the husband. But if you had been my friend,
I would have told you.
I could have told you everything.
But because you came at me sideways,
I let him do it. Be free. Be free, friend. Go on.
Yep. The girl called me and she was mad.
Because at the end of the day, my loyalty was to my friend, right? But had I been a friend of yours, I'm gonna respect what y'all have and be like, hey friend, this
don't do that.
You can sit down and talk because this is what's X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And I went to him and he still whatever. And because but now I'm like, okay, that's how you coming at me because you think I'm the one and the one over there is the one.
Right.
Go ahead, friend. Go ahead, do what you do.
That's a whole like that whole women. I mean, I guess I understand why women call other women. I can understand that, but don't attack because she might tell you what you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Right. You might get the information you're looking for. So even if you do feel like, you know, it's messed up, yeah, like it's messed up, but come at her so you can come correct so you can get the correct information.
Exactly.
And then it won't be no issue. Like, but people get in their feelings. I done been called all kind of stuff like, and you just be like, I was looking at the phone like, girl, you have no idea who you done married.
Exactly. I don't know why women attack the other woman. In my case, I ain't the other woman.
Oh, that's what he was saying. He was saying the $5 is to keep them from leaving.
Oh.
Which I guess we had came to that like conclusion, but I was kind of confused on like the money. He was like, correct the money, but he must have thought he sent that on here. But yeah, that whole like calling the women, and I understand it. I'm not dismissing that part because you probably do he could be lying. The person could be lying to you, telling you whatever. So it's nothing wrong with that, but I just can't be open-minded when you call and not aggressive.
Right.
You might make a friend.
I done been that wife before that was cheated on. So why would I put another woman through this? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want her to feel what I felt that hurt? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I've always, like, I can count on one hand how many female friends I have. And I don't think it's going to complete in one hand. All my friends and best friends and close friends are males. You know, and if you don't try to cross that line with me, then we can be friends forever. But a lot of them can't handle that. They don't want to be just friends. Once they
right.
And I'm not saying I'm all that, but once they get the energy and the vibe or whatever, they want to.
It's more than that.
Right, make it into something else or just test. Okay, let me see what she all about on that way. No, it ain't about to work like that. No.
Yeah, and if you let them go there, they're gonna go there. That's what I had to learn about having guy friends. Like guy friends are still guys.
Right.
And so if you let it, if some of them were, and I was talking to Paris about this earlier about like, if you're a friend to a girl, you'll be her friend more by not sleeping with her than by sleeping with her. Right. Even if you say, because you know they'll be like, well, I said this and I told you I didn't want to be in a relationship. If you do not want to be in a relationship or mislead the person, do not engage sexually or like intimately with these people. Don't do that because it's gonna put us women, our natural position is to become attached during intimacy. Like that's you're supposed to do that. So not all women like that, not all men are, it's not a absolute across any way, but for the most part, if you get intimate with somebody, then there gonna be some feelings. And if you don't want that person to catch no feelings, then you need to just not. And if you're her friend, then you will understand that it'll be better off for you to just go smash somebody else than to like do that because this your friend. Now if she ain't your friend, that's different. But if this somebody you consider a friend, you're gonna have to go somewhere else like to do the dirt. You can't do it with your friends.
That's true.
That's what I do. Oh, I got to go. You had that thing. I got to go get mine for my food. I'm finna eat somewhere though. I want that. I really wanted my salad, man. I can't believe I forgot to order the damn salad. That was part of the reason of me going to these particular. But yeah, I guess that's all we got for tonight. Shoot, I ain't really got nothing. And I wasn't expecting to interview neither one of y'all today.
And I'm getting on here looking all rough, child.
Girl, you see me right here looking like she naughty. Ooh, she naughty. Ain't no slick them edges, girl. Them just push them on back into that and push them on over there. And I can tell it's growing because now it's irritating my forehead. So I catch myself like pushing it. And so then it be like doing like this. Stick it up.
I probably like on. Hers are real pretty too.
Who is it?
Romany.
Oh yeah, I seen hers. I thought for a minute there was extensions for a little while. And then I was like, dang, did she grow? Did she actually lock her hair up? Yeah, she did. They moved to Texas.
Did they? That's where she's from. Is she from Texas or Louisiana?
I think she's from Louisiana.
Oh.
I think, or maybe it is Texas. I know they've been in Virginia for a long time.
Yeah.
And Kevin, he I think he made lieutenant commander.
That is awesome.
I remember when he was just Agent 2 Brown.
Right.
Little old nobody, Agent 2 Brown with the curly hair.
That's where I think he had an S curl.
Girl, did he have an S curl? Was it his hair?
I think it was his hair. Yeah, that was his hair.
He was cool though. I miss Romany.
Yeah, me too. She's so funny.
She a Leo too.
Is she? My sister Jessica is a Leo. That's probably why that's why I like y'all so much. That seems like that's the only sign I can get along with.
The females, the men, I done been attracted to multiple Leo men, and I just be like, oh my God, y'all like some big old kids. Like they like grown boys.
Really? I don't think I ever dated Leo. I've been Pisces, married to a Pisces.
Oh, you married a Pisces? Oh my God. Did you a Pisces dude? Like, who was that? Gabby Daddy? Oh, wait a minute. No, that was I hate you. I hate your looks. Look, I can't even keep my face straight when I be looking at you sometimes. I'm trying not to laugh. But you know, Pisces are actually like, they're way more emotional.
Tell you about the situation I'm trying to hook. He's a Pisces.
Really?
I don't know how
they're kind of emotional.
He is.
They intuitive too, but they so emotional. I don't know about no emotional man. Maybe I should try. I ain't never had one. Wait a minute. I had one in high school. Did that count?
No, because he's still finding himself.
We still friends.
He's I'll be about to slip and call names.
Don't call no names. It ain't nobody on here probably gonna know, but still.
He might one day run across your.
It'll just be your luck that'll happen.
Right.
That's funny. And sometimes there be people on here. And like the other day, somebody came on and was trolling me, girl. I was like, really? It's like 3 people in here. How is you gonna be trolling people?
He's silly.
People just don't have nothing better to do, but I think it's somebody else. I think it's somebody I know.
Probably so.
You know, because how you gonna even look like you don't even? It was just dumb. It was like it's 3 people in here. We talking about surgical tech stuff. So I'm popping up on surgical tech recommended stuff.
Right.
If you ain't looking for surgical tech stuff, you really probably not gonna find me. And so here you go talking about. He said, "Oh, you talk too much," or something. It was like you talk too much. Shut up, or something like real dumb. And I was just like, "How little me got a troll?"
But it's an informative channel, so how could you give the information without
talking? It was a troll. He was a whole troll. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is come up with some questions. Yeah. I'm glad you came on. I'm glad you and Paris, and I done interviewed 3 people in 2 days.
Really?
Well, not 2 days, but last night, today, and then again today with you.
I don't know how helpful I am because, like I said,
I mean, it's still insightful. Like people still could get your perspective. Shit, like we all got our own perspectives on things. I think, especially with this career, like people really be looking for the information. It's not a whole lot of information.
You just gotta get into it.
That's really it. But you can y'all can watch the YouTube videos just to get an idea. But it's not gonna be the same. Clearly, like we're not in the OR. We can't take you to the OR.
Right.
So that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be some people that like I used to set up in the OR and do stuff like that. But shoot, when the people that scrub it, the people that scrubbing, they ain't got time to be setting up the camera and then hurry up and take it down before the patient come in the room, and they don't have really time to do that. But some people will like take a picture of their setup, take a picture of like, I'm finna stop. I'm finna be.
I thought you saw me.
I saw you, Braylon.
You saw him?
I saw him come up.
I didn't. I heard Rocket. I didn't see him.
Hey, Mommy, you want to hear a lame joke?
I found my laptop gonna go there.
What do the llamas fear?
Ask Miss Tyson.
The apocalypse. Apoca?
Oh, I get it. You heard the joke.
What he say?
I'm telling Miss Tyson the joke. Look in the camera right there. Oh, wait a minute.
What do llamas fear the most?
What's that?
The apocalypse.
I don't get it.
A packer is a
Oh snap!
A packer is a animal.
I'm about to vote.
Oh
no,
Bug.
What was the joke again?
What does a llama fear most? Apocalypse.
That was one of the jokes.
Yep.
He got a book of 1001 jokes.
Really? He's so handsome. But I would say in the OR, it is fun. It could be real fun.
We listening to music. Look, if we listening to my music, we listening to everything.
Right.
Everything. I had the dogs listening when Cardi B first came out. We were listening to Cardi B, Migos. We were just in there. Right. I had to turn it clean though, because it was a lot of niggas, like all of that stuff.
Right.
So I put it on clean. But girl, I be in there like we was having a good time. You eat good. You eat good. We was having potlucks. Oh my God.
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you was there yet. You had to be there. But one time, we had a Christmas potluck, and Adelora brought in the rum cake.
I remember that. That was.
I got drunk off the rum cake. I got drunk. I don't drink, and I'm
at work.
And I'm at work. Couldn't scrub another cake.
I thought rum cake was. I thought the alcohol get cooked out.
Girl, that whole bottle you can taste the rum in it.
I was gonna say probably depending on how much you put in there.
I'm a sweet head, so I kept going back, get cake. I'm like, what is going on? I'm laughing. When I get tipsy, I grin and smile and laughing.
I get friendly. Well, I'm already friendly, so I start touching. Like I might like.
Girl,
rub on you a little bit, right? Rub on you a little bit,
right?
No, now that's one thing I will say I miss about the OR. You do get the potlucks and labor and delivery. They was bringing us cakes and candy.
Mm-hmm.
But we were eating Peterbrook at like 8:00 in the morning. And they're messing up that Peterbrook. But the patients to bring you stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And most people, I don't know. I just feel like labor and delivery got a lot of the fluffier nurses, so they was like eating.
Yeah.
They were eating. It's kind of not always, but it seemed like it's a lot of fluffy ones in labor and delivery.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sitting around and waiting sometimes. Not all the time, you know, but a lot of times it's a lot of sitting away, especially at night.
Yeah.
Especially at night. Well, I'm finna go, Tasha. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna call you. I'm finna go ahead and I'm gonna take a shower first. I'm probably gonna call you tomorrow.
Okay.
You're gonna have to come see me though.
I do. You need to come see me. Everybody want
I
to
know.
come see
Matter
me.
of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to come down there because I want to come and see that land. It's some land. It's some land down there for sale. It's like a couple of in Gainesville and Palatka, which I don't know. You know where Palatka at?
I think that's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes from me too. So it's probably probably like 30, 45 minutes from you. But they got land down there. That's where my mama them. Excuse me, where my mama them from.
Really?
Yeah, so I've been looking at land. I don't know if I want no loan though. I'm almost more inclined to just wait and pay cash. I don't really know if I want to.
Have you used your VA loan yet?
Nope. And I'm pretty sure I can use it for land. I've been thinking about it because it ain't no money down, and right now would be good because the interest is low for the mortgages and stuff. And so if I did use it, it probably would be like around these next couple of months.
Right.
But I don't really. I really would prefer to pay cash for my like house. Like I don't really want to be tied into no mortgage. I don't.
Right. Well, I ain't there yet, big baller.
Girl, we all there. You coming? We coming.
Look, I put my little businesses that I want to do on my little vision board. I'm about to log on this laptop right here. Go ahead and get LLC for a couple of them today.
You ain't even really got to get the LLC yet though, unless you I would get a LLC for my home business so you can write some of that stuff off.
Right.
So you can probably do that. But I had got some LLCs a couple of times and I still do have a few, but what I realized is that I would almost start working and then making money before I would worry about the LLC. I probably would like I ain't gonna ask you what you're doing, but whatever it is, if you can do it and not have the LLC and then just get a feel for how it's gonna work and then get the LLC. But
I want the name. I need to get the name and I can't even say patent the name because I'm quite certain somewhere in some other state it's probably right.
Yeah. But you can do I think I don't know how that work with the copywriting and stuff because I ain't do that. But you can get the LLC. If nothing else, it's gonna make your house tax. You can get more taxes on your home business. So I think the home business give you like the most tax benefits than any other like business structure. I was watching. You gotta watch this lady named Lynn Richardson.
Write her name down.
It's a black lady. She on YouTube. She a black lady. She got like short hair, like a pixie, like a 27 piece is what it is. I think in her head, or at least that's what it looks like.
You said Liz or Lynn?
Lynn, Lynn, and I think it's Richardson, SON, or Richard. It's either Rich. I think it's Lynn Richardson, but she's the like financial educator, financial advisor for like the entertainment, like the artists and stuff like that. But she a regular person. She was saying how she had all these financial degrees and she still was poor. Like she had all of the the education, but she still was like, she said she didn't even call it paycheck to paycheck. She called it paycheck. She called it paycheck to Monday or something like that. Like, because you get paid on Friday and then it's gone by Monday because you had to pay everything. Right. So I watch her a lot. Especially because she talked about how you can take the kids and have the kids hold on, Zaya said something. As you can hire your kids and she teach you how to hire your kids. Know your business logo information to yourself 3 times. Don't open the letter for the person. Copyright. Know your business. Hold on, wait.
Know your business logo.
Oh, mail it to yourself. Wait a minute. He fixed something. He said mail to self. Tasha, somebody named Wally Gordon on here.
Wally, are you stalking me?
You know who that
Are
is?
you stalking me, Wally? Wally worked. He worked for SPD for us.
Oh, I was like, girl, I was confused. How Wally I know him.
Wally's trying to travel too. Wally, are you gonna do traveling? I think he was Army. I don't know if he was a scrub tech in the Army. Are you trying to travel to
right?
huh?
I don't know him, do I?
No, you don't know him.
Okay.
He worked in our department for sterile processing.
At the house at
he
VA.
was talking to me a few weeks ago about traveling. I don't know if he's traveling as an MST.
What you traveling as, Wally? Zaif, I think I'm still confused with Zaif was saying mail to oneself. I don't know it. I'm confused. Know your business logo information. Mail your business logo information to yourself 3 times. Don't open a letter or person copyright. I think he's trying to tell us something about copywriting, but I'm a little bit confused on the message.
Yeah, please elaborate a little bit more. I want to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Why did you end up on?
Oh, okay. He said mail to yourself 3 sealed envelopes. Don't open the letters. Oh, okay. And I guess that's got something to do with copyright and Zaif. What you said about Wally?
Mail to yourself 3 sealed envelopes to yourself. Don't open the letters. How he end up on your live? Is he looking for the ghost scrub?
Yeah, I don't know. Cause this is who you talking. You know,
right? Then I'm like, see, I see people come across your live. So if I just said names earlier,
yeah. But we said that as soon as you said it, right? As soon as you said it,
manifestation. So I need to manifest some stuff today.
But you gotta let me tell you something, honey. Ain't nobody tell me manifestation don't work because I be done said something and then it's some type of way I get like clarification through something.
Right.
Sometimes it'll be a word I said. Some people might feel like, oh, you be looking, but I don't be looking. If I say it like, dang, I can't even remember the word. It was something that I had said, blueprint. Mm-hmm. I had said something about a blueprint. And then this guy that I've been watching for years, he launched a product and it was like a blueprint to something. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. This is like it is on what I'm trying to do. And so it was like, oh, you just like this was something for you to it just triggered me like, oh, let me go this way. Like it was just like, oh, let me go ahead and pay. It was only $37, but yeah, I paid for his little blueprint. I don't know where Wally went. It's Wally though, right? Am I saying his name wrong?
Yeah,
right. Wally. He got his whole name on there, Wally Gordon. Let me see here. So look, I really like this little. There you go.
Happy New Year.
I think it's the coolest thing ever. I just think that is just so cool that they have all of this. Like, I could do another one under that, but I like if we were CNN. Let me see CNN. See what that look like. Oh, I got to add it to the scroll. It won't it maybe only let you do. Oh, I got to add it.
Breaking news.
That's what it feels like, don't it? That's exactly what it feels like. I just think it's so cool. I even changed the colors. Oh, I got a comment. Let's see. Some word don't print on the screen while talking. You talking in it. Okay. Okay.
What happened?
Well, he probably using his mic to type for him, and so it's not translating the right way.
Okay.
Yeah. They still shooting fireworks, man. They've been shooting fireworks since yesterday.
That's how it is.
I want to like that many fireworks. Like, who really shooting these many? I didn't know what was happening last night. I was like, are those gunfire? Like, is that
got up in my little bed.
Girl, I laid on the floor. I laid right on the ground. I went roll right on the floor. Like, if they gonna start shooting, let them shoot up. Don't shoot me, please. I don't think they were shooting, but if they was, because you know it's some dummies out there that shoot in the air, and so I don't know. Like over here, you know, the IQ level might not always be the highest. Okay, say I heard you have to plan. Hold on, this is Arnold Buster. I heard you have to have an associate's degree and not a diploma. Is that true? I think that might be in some states, but for the most part, no, you don't have to have an associate's degree. You can just get a certificate or I guess or the diploma. It take about 12 months from what I understand, and then you take your surgical tech certification and you're good to go.
Yep.
Most hospitals, when you look at the job description of surgical tech, it might say associate degree preferred because they want you to actually like probably have some more education, but the absolute requirement is to pass a surgical tech program and get certified. And so yeah, the associate's degree, I tell people not to worry about that unless you're finna go back to school. Like I would do the quickest route, me personally. Don't do that 2-year associate's degree. Not only the pay is going to be more, the problem is you're going to end up running into life situations. And life, when you in school, like 2 years, any and everything can happen to you, and it might delay your process, right? The completion of the process, huh, Tasha? And so get it done as fast as you can. So when life hit, you know, you either done or you know, close to being done. But you can get an associate's after, because you can always go get an associate's degree as a surgical tech. You can do that after if you want to be, if you want to have an associate's degree. I know you can get one from here in Florida at Gulf Coast State College. It's in Panama City, Florida, and they have a surgical tech, excuse me, and a surgical first assistant program there, and they offered a surgical tech associate's degree. And so you can do that if you want to, but and that's at a community college, so it'll be cheaper than you actually going to a private like Concord or Kaiser or one of those kind of places. So I would do that, but I wouldn't. I don't know about that associate's degree thing, and they don't really, from where I see it online, they don't ask for the job description. They don't ask you to have an associate's. Most of the surgical techs I know don't have, so it's probably like half and half. Like some might have a degree, and some might just have the certificate or whatever. And so you can just, you know, I would just get the certificate. Shit, I would get the cheapest thing, the cheap and fast one. I want a cheap and fast, and then you can get in the field. You can decide if it's something you like. If you want to get an associate's, you can. There's no reason for you to get an associate's degree as a surgical tech, because in order to be in charge of surgical techs, you're gonna have to be a nurse, or you can get a surgical tech degree to be an instructor. So, but if you actually trying to be in charge of something in the hospital, you're gonna have to be a nurse or a PA or something, and really a nurse, because they are who the nurses run the OR. So you got a doctor that's the what is the doctor? The department head or the director, I think. I can't remember. It's always like anesthesia is over. I feel like it's it's something that they do. Maybe the chief of medicine. I can't remember. Hold on, I'm about to die. Well, I had to pick it up by the camera, didn't I? Hold on. I see him. So, okay, there we go. But yeah, so that's no to the associate's degree. I wouldn't worry about that. To answer your question, I know it's not required, and it's definitely not necessary to get out here. It's plenty of surgical techs out here that don't have no degree, and they're making the same money. If you have a hospital and you have one person with a degree and another person without a degree, and they hiring 2 people, they're gonna hire both of you at the same rate. It's not like because you have a degree, it's not gonna change your pay for surgical tech. Having a certification will though. What's the money like starting off? So what you want to say about that, Tasha? What's the money like?
Again, it's all depends on your location.
Yeah. And you ain't got no experience. But at the beginning, ain't none. So really at the beginning, it's going to be where you at. It's going to determine how much money. So if you're new and you don't have no experience, then it's going to be the location that you're going to work in. And down here in Florida, it's going to be less than it is in New York, than it is in Cali. And shoot, depending, like even Louisiana, I done seen them pretty low as well. So I would be careful of like, well, I like it down south because the weather is nice, but you're gonna trade off for the weather to come, like to be in Florida, to pay in with the pay is as far as I'm concerned. But we'll just say in Florida, we'll say about $20, maybe $18 to $20 an hour is something that they might be starting off at. But my advice to you is to just go get 2 years of experience and then go traveling, and then you can make more money that way. So you're only going to be there for like 2 years for the most part, hopefully, if you get enough experience to go traveling. And then I wouldn't worry about it, but it just really does depend on where you
So where are you located?
Arnold. If you're in Florida, it's gonna probably, and honestly, like it might even be a little bit more in Miami. Like they might start off at probably like $20, $20 an hour, because it's the cost of living down there is more expensive. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are in here, if y'all have hit the like button or not, but please hit the like button
and subscribe to her channel.
Yeah, you can subscribe, but I want you to hit the like button too. Like you can subscribe too, but that like button is it. That'd be that. Like YouTube be like it be half of my subscribers watch videos and the other half don't. So now I just be like, oh, he in Augusta. It's probably gonna be close to here, like what is here, like as far as pay goes. So I'm saying you might start off at like $20 somewhere in there.
But I say if you're gonna go 2 years for associate's degree for scrub tech, you may as well
be a nurse.
Nursing program.
Yeah.
So you can be an OR nurse.
Yeah. Well, they won't be an OR nurse at the beginning. Like you can, because at the beginning they're gonna put them on the floor. So if you wanted to be an OR nurse, I would do the certification and then go to nursing school, because then they're gonna put you in the OR.
Right. So he's already trained up in the OR, know how it works and all that stuff. So.
Right. So then you could just go to, and that would be a good way to become an OR nurse. Because at the beginning, like unless the hospital is like short staffed and they really need OR nurses,
right?
Like you can't really get in the OR like that.
You gotta do the time on your floor. You gotta do the time on the floor.
Yeah, and I don't know about it. I ain't no patient care person. I ain't gonna even lie to you guys. Like I'm not with that. I'm a good morning, Miss Smith. See you when you wake up. That's me. I'm happy to put. I like my patients. I'm a patient advocate and everything, but I'm not patients. People they cranky when they're not feeling well, and so I would rather you just go to sleep. Just take a little.
You're dealing with the patient and their family members.
And and see in the OR, you don't have to deal with that. The family members got to stay outside. The doctor go talk to them after they done. The doctor and the nurse. You don't have to deal with none of that. So if I was to choose nursing, I would choose OR nursing, because I prefer I prefer as little patient care as possible. I just don't want to be dealing with cranky. That's why I don't work in fast food either, because people get cranky when they're hurting and when they're hungry. I don't want to be wild with y'all when y'all got y'all little attitude. I be having an attitude when I'm hurt and hungry, so I already know, that karma is. I have to pay for that, so I'm just not gonna. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be a fast food worker, and I'm not gonna be a floor nurse. I just don't want to be a floor nurse. When I went to core school and had to do my training at the VA, that's when I was like, nursing ain't it. This ain't gonna do it.
I'm still on the fence about it. Like I was like, because when I got a military, I started going to school for nursing, getting all my stuff out the way or whatever. And then I was like, okay, well, I done did all this other stuff: cosmetology school, medical coding business school, teaching all of that stuff, and doing all this, working at the VA. So let me go to nursing school and finish it up. Then COVID hit, and saw how nurses were reacting to it, saw how patients were reacting to it. I'm like, let me stick to this entrepreneurship stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, ain't nobody finna be playing. Like, it's one thing because I feel like at this point, we just old in the game. Like we just old now. We just old now.
Right.
So it's just we just not up for certain things. I think now we kind, especially being prior military. Rocky, go sit down. I feel like we just tired of dealing with like I don't know. I know I'm just tired of dealing with like certain type of structures. I'm ready to do my own thing. I'm just not in the mood to be politicking with hospital staff because if you don't play the game the right way, then if you outspoken, then you're not gonna be a part of like right. You're not gonna be a part of the end crew, and so that you're gonna not get punished, but you're gonna get you're not gonna be you're not playing the game right. You got the politics, and I ain't politicking with you. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sleep until I feel like waking up.
Right.
That's what I want to do. But no, the entrepreneur. But like we say, so because I went to school in 06. So you say you went to school in 03?
I think it was 03. No, I had Gabby. I had 04.
04?
She was 5 months when I went to core school, and then I went straight to core school to Search Tech School.
Oh, see, I had to go. I was undesignated. Then I went to core school. Then I went to Jazz, and then I went to Search Tech School, and then I came to y'all. And I think we just to the point now in our career that it's just time for something that's going to give you a little more freedom over your lifestyle, over the life that you want, instead of being in that hierarchy situation or that chain of command type lifestyle where you got a nurse and a charge nurse and a nurse administrator and a director and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you still got to be to work at like 6 o'clock in the morning. That is just not fun. Not everybody got to be to work that early, but for the most part, you getting up early to go to work, or you coming in late. Like Paris worked 11 to 11 the other day. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. He worked 11 to 11. He told me, and then his I'm calling him Paris, but that is not even his name. But he worked 11 to 11, and then I think today he said he was working from what he said 10 to 6, 10 to 11 to 7. I think that's what he said. But shoot, still, but he chilling tonight though. 11, they chilling. I don't care. He ain't finna tell me nothing otherwise. He could probably tell somebody else that, but I don't work night shift before, so I already know
know how it goes.
Yeah, he chilling. He probably ain't asleep, but he chilling. They probably ain't finna let him straight take no nap. I don't work at a place where they let you take naps, so.
Really?
In labor and delivery, you can get in the corner and ball right on up. But I don't like working at night like that. Like that, it's hard on your body. Like it's hard. I woke up one day, girl, I had bags under my eyes. I was like, oh, this is not our lifestyle, honey. It is not gonna be looking like this. I promise. And then like 2 weeks later, I had to quit.
Dang.
No, you can't wake up looking at like if you ain't used to having bags and stuff. Like I had bags, but I was looking like a zombie or something. But I was working at 7 to 7 at night to 7 in the morning.
Ooh, And that's another thing with me with nursing. Them 12-hour shifts plus.
Girl, those 12-hour shifts hurt. They hurt.
8 hours, nothing more, nothing less. Off on the weekends, off on the holiday. So I'm like, call in, nurse. 12 hours.
12 hours. And then the 3 day, like some people like to do their 12-hour shift 3 days in a row just to be done. Girl, that third day, I ain't worth the doggone thing to you. I ain't even lying.
Yeah.
I can't scrub nothing. I can't scrub that hemorrhoid. I can't scrub nothing. Look, my brain be done. Them 12 hours hurt though. Like that hurt. That hurts me. Like it's too much. And I done did enough in my lifetime to be. I always do them in labor and delivery though. I never had like a 12-hour OR shift. Like I never had that before. I've had 10-hour OR shifts, but not really like a 12-hour one. And so that labor and delivery, I don't mind it, but you ain't doing no cases in the middle of the night.
Right.
So unless it's like an emergency, and they still trying to put it off as long as they can because they really want everybody to be in the hospital before they do all these, procedures and stuff. And so but I mean, labor and delivery is actually not a bad place. I would go there if I was on the now, like an older tech, not a new tech.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it as a new tech because you're only gonna learn one case, not even one service. You just you're gonna learn how to do the vaginal deliveries. I did vaginal deliveries. I did C-sections. We might do a tubal while we in there, depending on the hospital. Some hospitals, like I work at St. Vincent's here, they don't let you do birth control. So
yeah,
still send them to the OR to get even tubal. So the surgical techs that's at St. Vincent's, they only doing C-sections and VBAC.
Yeah.
And maybe circumcisions, because we had to do circumcisions, but the circumcision for little babies, they done in like a little room, and it's just a snip. It's not like what we was doing in Buford. Like, oh my God, I'll never forget. What is that doctor name? I did a
Dr. McDavid.
David. Oh my God, he was so funny. He was a Leo too, right? So he I remember he said he was getting married. Remember he was getting that girl for like 5 or 6 years. Finally got married. So I asked him, I was like, so you having an all white wedding? I'm thinking about like the colors, right? He was like, no, Kia, for black people gonna be there too. And I didn't even I looked at her and I just bust out and started laughing because I was so not prepared for him to say it. And in the military, it's so serious that you don't know what to do. But it just caught me off. It just was so funny. So and then too, he had we was getting ready to do a circumcision. And I was prepping though. And so
when I say at one point I had to tell them like I can't be in this room no more. I love me some means. How this is some means. But I was like, I can't hold prep, catheter. I can't do another Peter.
We did a lot of circumcisions, didn't we?
And vasectomies. We did a lot of
circumcisions. And vasectomies. I still would do vasectomies. We did vasectomies and vasectomy when you do the reversal to go back. I did some of those here too. But man, we did a lot of circumcision.
And then I was on the other end because I had to do wound care working in general surgery clinic. We had one Marine.
And you're supposed to be helping. Look, you're supposed to be helping.
No, not like that. No, not like that. He, anytime you have surgery.
Did he pull it off early or something?
Huh?
The stitches buzz.
No. It itch. Sutures itch when they start healing, right?
Right.
So it must have itched him real bad. So he put foot powder down there to help the itching, to soothe the itching, and wrapped it so tight with Cobain.
Who did he get that from?
I don't know where he got it from. So, general surgeons, they used to come 8 to noon and they'd go out into their own practice from the military,
in the afternoon,
so
right?
He came on his lunch break afterwards and all the nurses was gone out. I was the only one in there as the corpsman. I was like, you can wait on them to come in, but either way, I'm going to have to go and do the wound.
And do it. I'm going to have to do it myself,
but
right?
He was embarrassed because I was, he young, I'm young. He didn't want me to see it, whatever. I said, look, dude, the nurse is going to lunch. I'm the only one here, man, in the clinic. So either you're going to let me see.
Do you want me or not? Right.
You're going to be hurting because they don't come back in until tomorrow. So finally, the nurse came in and, she evaluated or whatever. And like, she was like, well, she going to come in and do the wound care because she's the one to do the wound care. When you know how you get a long balloon and you squeeze it and the top real big and fat and that's the whole thing. I feel so bad for him. And then the Cobain had stuck because he didn't put no cream on it, stuck to the wound. So I tried to get off as much as I could without hurting the poor boy. But I was like, how dumb why would you
do this?
It was so inflamed and oh my God.
Oh, he was finna mess his little Peter Wacker all the way up.
Oh, it was messed up. He had caught a little infect, like it was infected. The wound was getting infected.
Right.
So we gave him some antibiotic cream or whatever and had him come back to see the surgeon the next day. He's like, no, we don't put anything on the wound. We gave you directions after surgery what to do. But it was too funny. Like, it would.
Oh, he didn't know no better.
But no, I don't look at patients like that. But what is funny, though, when you prep them, and you know, Buford real small, and you see him out in town, you be like, I know this face from somewhere. I know this face. And when you realize where you know him from, you're like, oh my God. Like, boy, I just held all of you and prepped all of you and seen all of you.
See it. Look, Dr. Big David, I had that dude prep and he went and stood. Now he sleep, right? And that shit stood straight up. And Dr. McDavid, he was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed because, you know, we're military, so you got to be like, you can't even have a thing or nothing. But, you know, and so he was like, pretty good prep. He was like, good prep. What did he call me, Miller? He was like, pretty good prep, Miller. And I was just like, Dr. McDavid. Like, so embarrassed. But it's just, you know, every now and then it was just, shit, with that damn, we was doing all of that and it's slipping and we got gloves and shit. And he probably great in this sleep, not knowing, you know. And I'm over here like a fresh new surgical tech. I hadn't been around doctors like surgeons before. I had been around like, you know, doctors, but not like these surgeons and stuff. And so, oh my God, he had me. If I could have turned red, he said, if you was a white girl, you would have turned beet red. I do blush, like I blush. And so I was like, Dr. Miss David, oh my God, I didn't do anything. I just prepped it. I just prepped. And so, but he, oh my God, he would say, I like scrubbing with him. He taught me how to do him hernias.
Yeah.
He taught, that's
like
how.
Dr. McDavid, and I love Dr. Cisco. I don't know, something about him, you know, he wore the big, thick bifocal glasses, but he was cool as hell.
He was who was the tall old man?
Dr. Kruger.
Yeah.
And then you had Dr. Burris.
He was kind of mean. No, which one was the mean one? Kruger, right?
Kruger.
Yeah, he was kind of mean.
Right.
He was.
You had to get to know him. He's pretty funny.
He was nice in the clinic because remember I used to come down to the clinic. I used to be kind of hard out in the clinic with talking all the time. They used to be like, "You need to go back to the OR." But no, he was nicer in the clinic. But you know what? The funny thing is, the doctors seem nicer. Like when I would meet them in surgery centers and stuff, they seem nicer than they would be like if I met them in the hospital. When I meet them in the hospital, like when I met doctors in the hospital, and then I end up running into them again later, like at the surgery center or something.
Right.
Completely different. So we got some people down here talking. Let's go. So August or Arnold, I was going to say August. So Arnold said, I hope they don't discriminate in this field. I did, but they is honey. What color are you? Yeah. Yeah. Racism is systematic. So understand that.
Period. Across the board.
With a T at the end. Look, with a T at the end. It's systematic. So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to make you feel no type of way. I'm just going to be honest with you. Racism is in the system of America. So, you know.
It's a whole stereotype thing, though. We have to prove ourselves.
And beyond.
And beyond, right.
You got to be smarter, wittier, quicker, everything. Like everything with an at the end. And it's but it be like that. I mean, and I'm not going to tell you that it's right, but shit, that's just America. Like, we're in America.
And it's not like that everywhere, but
it's not, and it seems like it's getting better because especially with like this last year or so, and people are more aware of the behavior, but it's still very much embedded into our culture. And it's shit, I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, but
but that
couldn't get hired. But not to stop you from getting hired, though. That's because I'm reading all the way to say you couldn't get hired. I think it had something to do with you being black. It could have been something to do with you being black and the location you was in.
Oh, well, he was a veterinary assistant, though. Wait, what's the question? In this field, I did veterinary assistant. Couldn't get hired. Oh, veterinarian. It's not even like I don't know how that works on that field.
But no, he said, I hope they don't discriminate in this field. And then it should have been a period right there. So then he would have said, I did veterinarian school and couldn't get hired. Look, I'm over here editing like I'm Braylon, like period. So he's saying, I think he's going, if I'm not mistaken, because he's trying to get information on the surgical tech program, or he's trying to figure out if it's gonna be like how it was when he went to vet school. And I don't think it's gonna be a problem with you getting a job, no. But once you get in the OR, you might, you might be the only black guy in there, and so a lot of times I'd have been the only black person in the OR, and you just do you, like just do you. But make sure, like,
it was like that for me. I was the only black girl in
and
the
then I
operation
came
until you and Kitchen came.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. But she didn't. But did she scrub when you was there? She didn't scrub when I never seen her scrub.
Cases she had to scrub in. Some.
Yeah, she ain't never scrubbed in. I don't even know if that motherfucker know how to put her gloves on.
We ain't gonna do that.
That's your friend. I'm gonna be nice because that's your friend. So yeah, to answer that, you know what though? I'm gonna start. Let me not, because honestly, let me just chill on that. Because really, I don't really give a shit about kitchen. Like, and what I do think about though is that how I wish she was somebody, like I wish she was who I thought she was. But it really, like, I don't honestly let the shit go, but I do think about, like,
it was a time in your life that affected you in a way. So
yeah, I just wish it would have been different. But it made me into something different though.
Huh?
Yeah, I wish it was different, but it made me into something different. Like, I wish it wouldn't have went that way, but it changed. Like the way that stuff played out shaped me, I guess is how I'm trying to say it. Been watching all the time with muted volume. My cousin over here warming up his voice.
But how'd you get on this? How'd you come? Are you looking to go to scrub tech school, Wally? How'd you come across my friend Kiafa's page?
Let's see.
Are you looking to be a travel scrub tech?
I don't know. I don't know if Kiafa or Tasha said it, but you may be able to get in the door by volunteering.
Oh yeah, that's how scrub tech. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that. But as far as MST with our department, we allow people to come in and do a certain amount of hours for
like that school or something like that.
Volunteering to get on with the contract company. But the service chief that I work for now is getting more stiff with contract employees. She wants them to be certified, ISHM certified and stuff like that. So he came on through with us with no experience. He came in volunteering with our department, and the company we go through is called Vesa Health Technologies. They're out of Texas, and he came.
That's a travel agency.
I think they do travel too. I don't know if they do scrub, but I know they do MSTs.
Right. They probably do travel. If they do an agency for you guys, I'm pretty sure they're doing like travel. So Wally, how did you find the channel? Or like, what did you just find it on, like YouTube recommended, or like were you looking for surgical tech stuff or SPD stuff? I don't have no SPD stuff. You should start talking about SPD stuff, Tasha. You should do a YouTube channel.
You know, my thing is makeup, hair, fashion, and all that stuff.
Do some makeup then. I ain't wearing no makeup. Girl, the best that I got up in here right now is these eyelashes. I do be trying to keep my eyebrows arched. I try to do that.
You should go back. I wouldn't say you should. I would recommend you go back to doing your beauty channel too. Do your
hair. You know, it's really funny that you say that. So look, I even wrote on here. Well, you can't probably read my chicken scratch because it's really chicken scratch. But right here is a series that I'm thinking, a lot series.
That would be good.
But not on this channel, but on another channel.
Huh?
Not on this channel, but I got the salon has its own channel. I just don't put nothing on it.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about doing something like that, because I've been doing a little bit of hair, not to do hair on like as a full-time income, but I have been like, getting a little bit more back into it because it's easy and they come here. Like, I don't have to do nothing. I don't really have to buy a lot of product because most people get in like crochets. Right. Look, I do some crochets in a heartbeat, honey.
That's a tutorial. A lot of people can't do crochet though.
Who can't do no crochets?
A lot of people can't make it look like the way we do it. Like
Girl, they better learn how to braid. That's all I got for you. That's the easiest part of crochet is to me, or the hardest, I should say, is to making sure your braids don't
see some people do some crochet, and I'm like,
don't do that.
Like now, mine looking like crochet because they growing out.
Oh, it still look good though.
Yeah, it's time to redo them horribly.
Honestly, how much do y'all make? What do you say? Hold on, I can't see it. How much do y'all make with y'all experience? So I'm not traveling. I'm not if I was to go in the operating room right now and take a contract, it'll be closer to $2,500 a week. I would do a travel contract and I would go for a $2,500 a week contract, and I would probably get it because of my experience and my background. Tasha not scrubbing. Tasha work at the she at the VA as a lead.
No,
What
I'm
is
an assistant.
assistant?
I'm assistant to my service chief.
She assistant in SPD now. So she making
I was a tech in the back, but I moved to another position.
So you don't have to tell them how much so that's what it is. I made
if you look up, like we said, civil service, GS positions for the VA, our tech start off at GS6s.
The surgical test or the SPD test?
I think the surgical tech starts off as GS7.
7, a D6.
Mm-hmm.
Wally said Wally, you still ain't told us how you even found it. I made up to $22 an hour traveling. No, $22 an hour, but you can make more as a traveling tech.
So he came on with us at 22, and I think now they bring them on 23 to 25 an hour.
Yeah, as a oh, that's still not bad. That's not bad. When I started working as a surgical tech, I was making like as a staff surgical tech, Arnold, out with about at the time I would say I think I had like 10 or 11 years in. I was capped in Florida at like $27 an hour.
Yeah, he still ain't told us how he came across this page.
I know, like Wally, how you found the page?
I'm side-eyeing you, Wally.
You when the last time it's been a while since y'all worked together?
No, I see Wally every day.
Oh, he still work with you?
He don't work for our department now, but he still work for the VA.
Wally, how long was your school program? Wally, do you want to come on? Do I bring him on too? Wally, do you about 6 weeks plus clinic? 16 weeks. What's 16 weeks? 4 months. Yeah, plus clinicals. Oh, he said somebody was over there warming up his voice, so he probably don't want to come on. Oh, girl, y'all, it's 9 o'clock at night.
And I'm wide awake, child. Did I take a nap today? I ain't taking no nap today.
What you on over there? Because your girl ain't on nothing.
I'm excited. I'm talking to Kid Low.
Hey, you know it's funny. Like all my friends like do something to my name. It's just like something. It don't never just be regular. Somebody asked me the other day, like, "What your nickname is?" I was like, Kiafa. In my head, like, we friends. Don't be trying to like. Because you know when you friends, then you can play with people's names. Right. But if you a friend, like I'm almost feeling like you're trying to just get an easy way out of learning, or you feel like it's too difficult.
Right.
That's one thing I didn't like about the OR too. They try to like when you got a name like Kiafa, they would try. Now the military was easy because they would just call me Miller or whatever.
Right.
But in the regular girl, they be like, "I'm gonna call you Key." No, you're gonna call me Kiafa. My name is Kiafa. I'll write it on the board for you if you need to know how to pronounce it.
I'll help you pronounce it as well.
Yeah, right. And I'm gonna spell it right. I'm gonna spell it so you can pronounce it because clearly the English version is over your head. Because if we look at it, it's very much an English. It's to spell. I bit my tongue. It's spelled English. K-E-I. That's key, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I see O-F-F. That's off. And then there's an A. So there's no another vowel. So that means it's right? So then there's Kiafa. That's English. I don't know what the hell people be saying. But when I say it, I can understand how you might not get it. So I'll write it out for you.
Right.
And I be doing like stupid shit like KEY like space
Right.
and then A with the U thing at the top so they can get it like y'all got whole damn PhDs and shit. Like, come on now. It ain't that hard.
Don't do my name.
But you know what though, when they said, because I told one of the nurses that like, no, we not friends. Like, my name is Kiafa, or you can call me Miss Henry. Pick one.
Right.
That's all you got. Ain't none of that. Unless I tell you can call me Key, then we cool. But in OR, I noticed that happen, especially if you have a name that is a little different. They'll try to give you a whole nickname. No. Oh, that's too difficult. But you can say,
this surgical word, right, or this medical term, but you can't say my name. Well, you better get on.
Right. You sitting over here talking about hydrogenitis and you telling me, y'all, it's hard to say. Like, come on, let's try again. Right. Yeah, they do be trying it. But I think, too, it's a little bit of shade, like, or to try to see if you're going to stand, like, put some boundary up and, like, stand in your power. But people, that OR shit, sometimes I just be like, I just don't be with the shade, the little bit of shade, especially with. If I guess I should have said if my name was Jennifer, would you know how to pronounce it?
Right.
A Jen or some shit, like you would understand that, right?
Right.
But no, my mama didn't name me that. She named me Kiafa. She named me Kiafa Shanae. That's what she named me. So that's what we're going with. So, but yeah, they try that in the OI. It's all good though.
Get them in line, friend. Get them in line.
Yeah, you mess around and get loud, and then you the angry, then you the angry black girl.
No, they already label us as such.
Like, oh shit, she the angry black girl. I ain't got angry yet, but if I raise my voice, you damn near done piss me off. Like, but I try not to let them know that these days, because when people know they make you mad, you done gave them some of your power, and it suck because they know like, oh, we got to her.
Right.
You can't get to me now, bitch. I'm at home.
Doing my own thing.
I know I got a damn splinter in the bottom of my foot, so I'm gonna have to go in here and I got suture scissors and everything. I got a whole suture kit. I got some but how did you find the channel though?
Because he all around that question.
You brought him over here, Tasha. He following you.
Well, then that make me wonder what you really doing, Wally.
I stepped on the sticky bird outside and the little thing still in my foot.
Really?
Yeah, I can't even see it. I can feel it though. I'm gonna have to get my light. You talking about you? So what channel? So when we should expect the Tasha Nicole channel?
The channel already up. I just don't post no content.
When you gonna post some? You can use the same phone you own.
True.
And then all you just got to do is write down. You could do like a versus, like this makeup versus this makeup, or this lipstick, like a brand versus a brand.
Oh yeah.
Or this look. Do like the celebrity looks.
Girl, I ain't that fancy yet.
Or do something. Shit, try. You could try it. I remember when you had showed me a picture of you when you had went to MAC and you could color in on a little
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing that. I remember looking at that like this girl is really gonna do something with this makeup shit. Like I would play with makeup, but makeup ain't like girl, I'd be like, forget this. I'm throw these lashes and this lip gloss on. I'm putting some coconut, some shea butter on my face, and we out the door.
No, baby, I got to highlight, contour, eyeshadow, lashes, brows, lipstick.
Oh God!
My little setup, but my room real junky.
You don't want to see my office look like my room ain't junky, but man, my office. I'm supposed to be going through the clothes. I got to go through me and Braylon clothes.
Right, that's me. I'm clearing out closets. I got to fold these clothes. My accessories and everything look nice, but my makeup staying right here behind me.
It's all over, yeah.
No, it's together. It's just most of it in my bathroom on the sink.
Oh. Yeah, I think I got like one little duffel bag of like makeup. I do got some foundation. I like Mary Kay foundation.
Oh, I love their foundation.
Yeah, right. I
had
thought it
one
was just
duffel
because I've
bag.
been so used to wearing it for so long, but I'm like, they matching me better than anybody.
Right. Now, you know, MAC always been my thing with foundation, but I'm here lately seeing that what's it called that I use? Maybelline? Is it Maybelline Color Stay? Is it Maybelline?
He said, I found the curriculum online, studied it before and went and it was a brief. But how did you find this channel this night?
Like, have you been following Kiafa?
I ain't never seen him. He don't follow me. Or if he do, he haven't been talking. Let me say that. I can kind of remember who most of my commenters are, because it's not normally like a whole bunch of people commenting.
So I can't remember if Wally said he was scrubbed. He scrubbed before. So I wonder, is he a scrub tech trying to travel, or is he going to school for a scrub tech wanting to travel?
Mm-hmm. He crying. He laughing. He put this laughing emoji.
That shit ain't funny, Wally.
They really should. Oh, that is Arnold. That's Arnold. Look.
What you laughing at?
Arnold, but Wally said study. He probably laughing at us trying to figure out where Wally come from. Wally, where you come from? How you find me? Oh shit! Like, how you find this channel?
Right.
I really don't know, because most of the people, like I say, half of the viewers for my analytics, they are subscribers, and the other half are not. Oh, I can see you stand. I can see. Who is that in the background? That's you?
Oh, girl, yes, that's my little makeup stand, child. It's a lot.
Well, that's you on it.
Yeah. That's when I used to wear them bobs in the Navy, them sewing.
I ain't had no sewing in a minute. I wish they would start with them fireworks. You can hear them fireworks?
But I hear them over here at my house.
They popping them over there too, or shooting them off over there too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I can't see that little thing in my foot. I'm finna have to like put something outside and try to get it to
Didn't they put peanut butter on?
Peanut butter
on a splinter? I can't remember.
Girl, I'm finna dig this thing out. I got some suture in there. I could use the suture needle. I just can't really see it. Well, okay, so are you in Orlando? Wally said Gainesville. I don't think Wally understand the question.
Wally understand very clearly. He's a very intelligent man. How you come across this page?
I was gonna say, is Wally slow? Was Wally on the short bus?
He ain't slow.
He ain't slow. You know him though.
Yeah, I know him.
Tasha say, yeah, I know him. No shit, Wally.
How'd you come across my friend Paige? Have you been stalking her?
Shit, that's fine. Let me get some tweezers. Hold on.
Wally used to have long dreads too, girl. You cut them all off.
Oh. He still ain't said. Look, I'm over here trying to get this splinter. He still ain't said nothing. I'm gonna have to get a whole needle. How do you like being a Wally? That's what Anna said. Not a tech at present. I got my CRCST and working on getting back in as a traveling tech. So I'm still confused on. I mean, maybe he was following you, Tasha. He's seeing you come on here.
I don't be on my Facebook.
I know.
I mean, on my YouTube.
What you in there doing, Duty?
Boom.
Hey.
What wonderful?
No, sticky bird. Hit me again and watch me beat you down.
Can't touch this. Dun.
You heard him.
Can't touch this. Dun.
Did I get it? I think I might have got it. Oh. I had a splinter in my foot. I just said that. Oh, thank God, girl, my Lord. I kept feeling it every time I would Did I get it or did I not get it? I remember one time I had a splinter.
Hey Mom, you want to hear another animal joke?
You got another joke? You can come tell my live.
Why? What up?
They're gonna miss Tasha again.
Hi.
Hi.
Why can't you trust the king of the jungle? Because he's a lion.
You got to wait until you got to give him a chance to answer the joke. So what is it?
Look, I first thought about Tarzan. I'm like, why would you not
trust the king of the jungle? Because he be lying.
Because he's a lion.
Because he
be lying.
He lying. Oh, he lying.
The king.
The king of the jungle. Okay, I get it. Lord, I was like, what? Dang, I think I got it, but I feel like I don't know, but I do know, like, if you do have a piece of wood or something in your foot, it'll do a blister.
So ask Braylon, what do you call?
Hold on. Come here, Braylon. Wait, hold on. Miss Tasha got one.
Let me see if I can get it right.
Okay, it say I like certain aspects of it. I tend to become, I don't know. CSI. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead with your joke.
What do you call $100 bill wrapped in a wreath?
Wrapped in a what?
A wreath. A Christmas wreath. A wreath.
$100 bill wrapped in a wreath.
Christmas wreath. I tried.
No, you didn't.
Aretha Franklin.
Oh, he wouldn't have got that. He don't know who she is. Aretha Franklin.
Okay, I got it.
Because $100 bill and then the Franklin.
And
then you wrap around Aretha Franklin.
Okay, I got a joke. What's the one type of key that can open a coconut?
What he say?
Say it again.
What type of key can open a coconut?
What type of key can open a coconut?
You said a key or a kid?
Key.
What type of key?
Like a key?
Can open a coconut.
That can open a coconut. A peanut? A peanut?
No. A monkey.
Oh. Because their favorite food is
It's 1,001 of those jokes.
Where you get this book from?
My mama bought that book, girl. Probably Ross, because she worked at Ross. Probably came from Ross.
See, so now I've said 3 jokes, so now I got 998 jokes left.
But you can reuse them on certain people that you haven't said them to.
Yeah, I know.
I got that monkey one.
The monkey.
And the king of the jungle.
Right.
Hey, Jamarcus. What do you call?
He's talking to his friend on the phone.
A monkey.
Girl.
What was the first one he said?
What was the first one, Duty?
It was the one about.
It wasn't the one about the King of the Jungle.
It was the one about llamas.
Oh, the llama one. The apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. But it's really alpacalypse. Because they spit, right? I think they spit. One of them spit. I think either it must be the alpaca spit. I think alpaca spits, but one of them spit on you. I don't want that. All right, girl. So we 3 hours and 19 minutes.
I know that's right.
I done did 2-3 hours. This a whole damn work day.
It sure the hell is, honey. Sure the heck is.
Okay, one last joke, and then because we finna get off, we wrapping it up. All right, one last joke.
What do you call a fish with no eye?
You got to look at the camera. How you over there talking to people? Come on.
Well, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know.
A fish. Wait.
Oh.
I get it.
I was thinking about a fish with no eyes.
It's like when you hit something.
It's a fish with no eye.
Bad.
Oh, she finna tell her daughter. Can you put some water in here for me, please?
I
said, please. Let me see this bump on your forehead. Please, I said, please.
The bathroom calls for my.
Then go to bed. What time is it? Just go to bed then.
Come here.
Go give me some ice water.
What do you call a fish? What do you call a fish with no eye? Oh, she knows it.
Okay, so what about the King of the Jungle one?
What do you call? Wait, what was it? Oh, what do you call the King of the Jungle? Huh? What do you call the King of the Jungle? What was the thing?
What is it, Braylon?
He lying.
No, what's the joke?
What?
What do you call the King of the Jungle?
Why can't you trust the King of the Jungle?
Oh, why can't you trust the King of the Jungle?
Because it be lying.
You just heard him say it.
No, I didn't hear that. It has something to do with a lion.
Whatever. What's the other one about the llama?
What's the llama one?
What's llama's greatest fear?
What's the llama's greatest fear?
What's the llama's greatest fear? Apocalypse. She hearing you. Okay, let me ask mine.
Apocalypse. Oh.
What do you call? How did I say it?
You said.
What do you call $100 bill wrapped in a wreath? Wreath. A wreath. Christmas wreath. 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 Wreath.
Money wheel.
No.
She's talking about money wheel. But she don't know who that is either, though.
You know Aretha Franklin. She talking about who? You call it Aretha Franklin. She's a singer, and the $100 bill,
is a Benjamin Frank. Is a Franklin.
So you wrap it, Aretha Franklin. Never mind, you ruined the joke.
I don't know.
Did I get some ice?
What are you doing downstairs?
You got
straighten up that living room?
Ice.
Okay.
Ice, baby. Ice, baby.
Well, Miss Kiafa, it was great.
Yes, it was so good. Look, I did good. I got 2 people to hang out with me for 3 hours and 3.5 hours today. That's a long time, right?
And your son.
You with me all the time, though.
And my dog.
And he's with me
my
more.
dog.
But yeah, no, so yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. I think I'm gonna have to I'm definitely gonna have some more interviews. I like this.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody might not want to hang out for 3 hours, but you know, I'll take what I can get. I be telling people I'm a talker, so you know, be prepared for that.
I think that's like every Leo, because my sister a talker.
But you know what? If she mad, she probably don't say a doggone thing. I get mad and I get extremely quiet because you be trying to not I try not to let people know I'm always mad, but they know.
Well, I have the rest of bitch face, so they just assume I'm mad. And when I'm happy, they be like, "You okay?" Yes. What the fuck? You about to make me mad by asking me that?
What's wrong with you? Nothing. I already said nothing like 5 times. You asked me again. Now what's wrong with you? You getting on my nerves.
Getting on my nerves. So please get out of my face.
Right now you getting on my nerves. But yeah, so no, thank you. I don't know if I'm gonna be back on tomorrow because I'm not doing my 30-day live anymore, but I will be going live probably a couple times a week. So
yeah.
But dang, what it is. But thank you, though, girl. What y'all finna do? You ain't finna go to sleep.
I'm about to have me a glass of wine or two and get back into reading this book because I'm really interested.
Oh, I'm about to go to bed. I ain't got no wine, but I got something else. No, I'm gonna take me a bath though, cause we had went for that little bit of walk.
Mm-hmm.
And your girl don't be wearing deodorant like that these days. So, I do, but I got the natural one, and it don't be holding. So I'm gonna go hop my little tart pits. Right in this tub, and honey, that is gonna knock me out. I can already feel it. I woke up. I've been using my mom's car sometime, so I had it yesterday, and so I had to get up to take her. The car, and I had to be there by 7. And so my alarm went off at 5, and I was just like, "Let me just go."
Yeah.
And so I've been up since then, and I wanted to take a nap, but I knew if I'd have took a nap, I would have slept like throughout the day, and then I would be up all night. So I just been like struggling, and I hopped online earlier just to kind of like give me something to do, and then I ended up talking to Paris for like 3 hours, and now here I go talking to you for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it's cool though. I had a good time. So yeah, we let me know when your channel up, because then we're gonna be over there. Just do like one day when you off or whatever, or when you getting ready to go to work, just do your makeup.
Yeah, that's true.
I know you be doing a little slight beat in the morning to go to work.
I do sometimes.
You can do a work phase, a simple phase. I don't know. I know that's one thing in the OR. Like I stopped wearing foundation a lot because of those masks. I was breaking out real bad.
Just right now, I'm giving my face a break because of the mask. It breaks me out really bad.
Yeah, the mask ain't no joke. With makeup, the mask in general break me out. Like I'll end up breaking out right here, but that with foundation, it's
right.
But yeah, girl. So thank you for hanging out with me.
No problem.
I keep messing with my hair. I'm finna go in here and wash it. It feel kind of dirty. But yeah, so I guess I'm finna go. I'm sleepy now. I'm sleeping for real now.
All right. Tell Braylon bye. Good night.
I will. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.